브롤스타즈를 사랑하시는 전세계 팬 여러분 안녕하십니까. 특별한 대결이 기다리고 있는 브롤스타즈 인비테이션에 오시는 여러분을 환영합니다.
Yes, it's grand festival for Brawl Stars all over the world, and welcome everyone this Brawl Stars Invitational.
네, 여러분 반갑습니다. 오늘 그 G스타 현장에서 많은 분들과 함께하면서 또 오늘 이 오디토리움을 가동해 오신 여러분들과 또 브롤스타즈의 그 흥겨운 시간을 한번 보낼 텐데 즐겁게 보내고 계신가요?
Are you guys enjoying?
고맙습니다. 오늘 경기와 함께할 정말 수많은 재미들이 여러분들을 기다리고 있습니다. 과연 어떤 경기가 기다리고 있을지 저뿐만 아니라 많은 분들께서도 기대하고 계실 것 같아요.
Definitely, we are ready with a lot of special matches today, and I'm also very excited.
그렇습니다. 지난 이틀 동안 이 오디토리움에서 브롤스타즈 세계 최강을 가리는 경기가 펼쳐졌습니다. 그리고 그 챔피언의 탄생을 여러분들께서도 지켜보셨을 테고요.
Yes, for past 2 days we had the Brawl Stars finals, and we are witness of these champions as well.
사실은 그 한국 팬들 입장에서는 안타깝게 4강전 경기가 있어서 그 부분에 대해서 좀 아쉬움을 갖고 계시겠습니다만 그 경기 자체의 그 매력들은 브롤스타즈가 과연 어떤 게임인지 충분히 느낄 수 있을 만한 정말 최고의 경기가 난 것 같아요. 그렇죠? 오늘도 이 4강전 경기 못지않은 최고의 경기가 여러분들을 기다리고 있으니까 그 경기 끝까지 함께 해주시를 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 이제 긴장 그 넘치는 승부의 경기는 이제 끝이 났고요. 오늘은 좀 즐기는 시간을 남겨놓고 있거든요.
Definitely, those fiercing matches are all over. The competitions are all over, and for this last day, it's only left to enjoy the show.
그렇습니다. 오늘 여러분들과 함께할 특별한 손님들을 이 무대로 잠시 후에 모셔보도록 하겠습니다. 바로 전세계 최고의 브롤스타즈 인플루언서 8명이 여러분들을 기다리고 있습니다.
Yes, we have special guests and a special match with the world's best 8 influencers.
자, 그럼 과연 대진들이 굉장히 궁금해하실 텐데 그 8명이 펼치는 그 대진, 경기 대진 어떨까요?
Right now, let's check out how they are going to play the games.
그 대진이 어떻게 짜졌는지 지금부터 먼저 화면을 통해서 만나보시죠.
Here we go.
The world's best influencers have gathered for Brawl Stars Invitational 2019. These 8 influencers bring some gifts and also some useless items as prizes. Influencers and players make a team, and they compete against each other. Battle, red versus blue. Step 1, solo showdown match. Influencers play a solo showdown match and are ranked from 1st to 8th. Step 2. Starting from rank 8, influencers choose their team color and the game mode that they want to play. But the higher ranked player gets a chance to move the lower ranked player's position. Step 3. Check out the special penalty modes, only in Brawl Stars Invitational 2019.
So should we start the solo showdown match?
Yes. Let's go, boys. Do it.
You
You guys all ready?
We're ready.
So, 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Yes.
Why is everyone so alive? No, what is this?
Oh. Hey. Yeah! Come on! Yeah! Come on! Nice.
I'm choosing gym bread. Really like it. Really fun.
Now you are.
Yeah, I've got nothing more to say.
Need to phone a friend or?
Yeah, I mean, well, Gustav said it was so epic. I didn't know how to.
You want to be a team with Gustav?
I want to be on the winning team. So I'm gonna say that. I think Bounty because I got a lot of love for Piper. So I'm gonna go Gustav.
Bro, okay. Since everyone don't want to be with you.
I'm on gym bread. And chicken.
It's gonna be interesting.
First guys, look at this. I'm sending you to the red team.
Is this an automatic win? Thank you for that.
I'm playing first against Yamada.
Yeah, so Ted is not here. It's between us. The three of us are playing.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's you are doing Siege, you are
Okay.
doing Jamka, and I'm Brawl.
Okay. Okay.
I'll put myself here.
People.
Oh!
He's the best player. You choose
What are we? Team Blue! What are we gonna do?
만나보겠습니다. 박수 함께 환영해주시죠.
Please give them a big round of applause.
블루팀의 선수 케이마노, 코치, 코리, 단, 그리고 아크입니다. 이어서 레드팀을 만나보겠습니다. 박수 함께 만나보시죠.
Please meet Red Team with a big round of applause once again.
레드팀의 선수입니다. 야말라, 짠성, 구스타보, 그리고 폴리스입니다.
Hello, fellow Brawlers. Welcome to the Brawl Stars Invitational 2019. I'm Kairos Time, and it is time to brawl.
We are ready with full of entertaining matches right now.
자, 과연 어떤 경기가 기다리고 있을지 지금부터 여러분 박수 함께 브롤스타즈 인비테이션을 본격적으로 시작합니다.
Big round of applause.
Hello, fellow Brawlers. I'm Kairos Time, and it is time to brawl.
That's right, and I'm Lex, and we are here at the Brawl Stars Invitational, where yesterday we saw some fierce action in the first Brawl Stars World championship was ever decided, but today we're going to have some fun with some your favorite content creators from all around the world.
And the teams that actually have competed in this tournament, some people got knocked out. In fact, most of them, all of them except for one team, all got knocked out. They're here for some revenge, playing with some of the best content creators that you guys know and you guys love. And we're going to see some good competition with some fun, unique spins on it.
Yeah, there's going to be some interesting challenges and obstacles that these guys are going to have to overcome if they want to pick up this victory. Now, they may not have won last night and the days before, but they've got their chance again. Kairos, what kind of format are we looking at here?
Yeah, so we're looking at, it's a blue team versus red team. It's going to be a best 4 of 7 matchup between them, and they're going to be playing in the 5 competitive game modes for the team modes. You know, we've got Gem Grab, we got Brawl Ball, we got Heist, we got Bounty, and we've got Siege. They have to win for their team, and they're going to be facing off against the other players from the opposing team, obviously.
Yeah, so they're going to be going over the same modes and maps that they were in the semifinals until we get to, if we do get to the extra matches, but we're going to be playing the same modes and maps from the semifinals, and the first match, or the first game in each set, there's going to be some interesting things happening that I cannot wait to see.
Here's the team lineup on the blue. We have K-Manu, Coach Corey, Ted, and Ark. Also representing the competitive teams, PSG, Tribe Gaming, 3 Bears, and Nova.
Right, and on the red team, we've got Yamada, Yansheng, Gustavo, and Holit, Jianxiang, and so they are representing Animal Champ Peru, Dr. HK, SSG Brazil, and SSG.
2 SSG teams on the same team, and SSG Brazil right there with Gustavo representing them. This is going to be kind of fun. I want to know who you guys think are going to win this tournament. Go ahead, flood the chat, hashtag red team, hashtag blue team. Who do you think it's going to be? This is the lineup for the specific game modes and maps. We're going to be starting off with K-Manu and Yamada, and I think that these 2 players, honestly, I don't know. There's a lot of really fantastic players, but I'm especially excited to see Yamada in there. He is definitely a pro player. I faced him on the ladder a few times, and well...
Did it end well for you, Kairos? Did it end well?
I would like to say it did, or was not even close.
Guys got over 32,000 trophies. 32,000. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But there's a lot of great lineups in here. I'm looking forward to down there, Coach Corey and Gustavo.
Ooh, that is going to be very good. Yeah, both of them are incredibly skilled players. I don't know about Holy, but I know that Ark is also a really skilled player as well.
A good thing, funny thing about Ark, though, is that he couldn't sleep last night. He has went the entire night without sleeping. Will the lack of sleep affect him here today? You think it's got to, but we'll find out.
He was so excited for this tournament. He couldn't get a wink of sleep. And we're going to see if that is actually going to impact things or not. It's going to be an intense lineup. I'm also curious to see if subscriber count actually matters.
Oh, I mean, who is the highest rated, or who has the most subscribers of all these guys?
It looks like it is actually Ted.
Oh.
With almost 1 million subscribers to support him.
I'm sure he'll get there soon. Congratulations, Ted, in advance.
That's right. Ooh, that golden play button.
It's going to be nice for him.
That's going to be really nice. Yes, but this competition is, like we said earlier, it's a little bit of competition. It's a little bit of a fun spin on things. We do that quite a bit on our channels, and it's a lot of fun. But this is the first time that these pro players are actually going to be testing their own skill with some unique challenges.
Yeah, it was funny watching these guys walk out on the stage. It was a very different feel than watching the pro players that were just completely locked in and in the zone, stoic walking out. These guys were just goofing around and having a good time. But I guarantee you, once that screen says Brawl, they're going to be all business and trying to win those matches.
As content creators, you can't just get by without being at least somewhat skilled. Unless you're just so bad that it's funny. That happens every now and then as well.
I do that occasionally.
Yeah,
not on purpose.
I wasn't going to name anybody. I was thinking about my wife, Lady Kairos.
Oh, okay. I'm not that bad.
No, she's pretty bad. But these players, they are skilled players. We did not, for this tournament, we did not pick players that are the YouTubers that can't hold their own candle in the competition.
Right here you're taking a look at K-Manu with the team from PSG. YDE sitting directly to his left. That is going to be really fun to watch him. As you can see, Skyrock sitting directly behind him. He's locked in. He actually won first place in that solo showdown. It's got to give him at least a little mental confidence there to boost him up to think that he has a shot to take this all the way home.
That's exactly right. And we have Yamada with Animal Champuru. This is going to be a rematch. Because Animal Champuru actually took PSG out in the quarterfinals. And I was talking to YDE last night. I was like, hey, how did you feel about that? And he said, you know what, we made some mistakes, and I'm not, I can't stop thinking about those mistakes we had. Even though this is going to be kind of a fun challenge, I know for a fact that they are going to be trying to do the best that they can to show Animal Champadoo, hey, that you got lucky that first time. It's not happening again.
Yeah, there's Son Bentley. He didn't get a chance to play there in the quarterfinal because PSG got knocked out, but you're absolutely right. They are going to be going for it. It's a little bit of a redemption, even though it's not a full-on match. They want redemption for that quarterfinal knockout when Animal Champadoo took them down.
Dude, Son Bentley and YDE, I mean, all four of these players are absolutely fantastic, but a lot of people say that those two players, both of them claimed to be the team captain. I guess we'll see if they're able to carry their YouTuber here this time.
32,000 trophies.
That is more than any of the competitive players in the actual championship happened yesterday.
And the guy's got a great YouTube channel, too.
He does.
That's crazy.
Super skilled gameplay. Like we said, we've both faced him against the ladder, and it was.
I thought my 20,000 was really good. I'm feeling very, insignificant at the moment. Good job, Yamada. Let's see his team, though. Animal Champadoo, of course, they did great. They did.
It was so fantastic.
Their reverse sweep was so amazing to watch in those games, and they played just brilliantly.
And Ponkotsu here, definitely one of the best players on the team. Such a skilled player, and really, this team, not a whole lot of people knew who they were. They're not there. They didn't team with like a specific organization or things like that. They're kind of unknown, and they made it clear up to the finals yesterday. If you guys did not see that, you have to go back and rewatch it because it is fantastic. And Milkrio here playing, representing Animal Champadoo as well. This is going to be a really intense matchup. K-Manu has an incredibly dedicated audience as well. When we were doing some of those YouTube challenges,
the big shot challenges, yeah.
He crushed it as far as how many wins their team. He's got the support.
His fans are really, really rabidly just following him, and I'm sure that they are all rooting right now for him to, make his country proud and make sure that all of his subscribers know that K-Manu is the best.
That's exactly right. I'm excited to see what funny challenge we're going to be seeing here. The first match will include some type of a funny challenge they can't, in order for them to actually be able to win. And it's going to matter. She's going to draw right here.
Let's find out.
I'm going to pick one. So the special penalty for set one is... Popping eyes. What's popping eyes? But I definitely feel that my eyes might pop up when I play Brawl Stars games. Let's check it out how they need to play. Let's show the video.
This is great. Oh, Whitey looks great.
That's fantastic. Son Bentley. I think he kind of looks pretty good with those on there.
Right?
He's ready to go.
Oh, they've got something different.
For the content creators, it looks like.
Okay.
Yep, Yamada and K-Manu had those on, and their teammates have to go with popping eyes. I don't think they practice for this.
No, this is not something that you do every day.
No, it definitely is not. This is something you do if you're in front of a large audience and you just want to make fun of yourself. But this first match does count. This is a best 2 of 3 in Gem Grab, and they do have to play with this. Oh, it looks like they broke.
No, it looks like his eyes are tangled up on the cord, and they can't. I mean, it looks like he's just gonna have to play with his head really close to that headset. But yeah, no, you're right. These games do count. Now, after the first match, the challenge will be over, and they'll be able to play the next 1 or 2 matches normally, but that's only if they can get those eyes off there. Oh, here they go. Success.
They're about to give him a little bit of an easier time, but he was able to untangle. He should have just kept it down there and said, oh, yeah, no, that's not a problem. But I love what are those hands? Like,
yeah, it looks like
there's
a very small crack that they can look through to see a tiny bit, but they're still going to be, like they said, visually interrupted. They're not going to be able to completely see it. This is hilarious, watching all these guys have fun.
Okay, so we've got Brawler picks. There's no bans here for this it's not a championship. It's an invitational here. And I like this. I like this a lot here. They're going to be playing on Spring Trap.
You know, what's kind of a little bit funny here is that the Yamada's team, they're using the strategy that the Three Bears utilized a ton. Healer, double tank, which might be a great thing considering they're not going to be able to see very much. You get those brawlers that are a little bit easier to play that you can utilize auto-aim a little bit on.
Okay, so they're coming in here. I'm excited to see if Sun Bentley's able to hit those shots with Piper. Looks like he's still able to hit one. He hits 2 of them on Ponkotsu. Ponkotsu has to fall back, and K-Manu's got that control in there. Look at that. Milkrow's trying to sneak in there, but with the 3 brawlers over there trying to do it. We even have the cameras.
Look at Whitey. He can barely get on there. But how is Sun Bentley hitting shots when he can barely? I've got full vision, and I can't hit shots like that.
He is that good. He could probably do it with his eyes closed, honestly.
Right?
Oh, man, that's fantastic. But it looks like we got blue team down here controlling the center. Sun Bentley is just dealing so much damage. Goes right up to the Rosa and pops the super, jumps away, dealing tons of damage to Milkrio. And Whitey's ready to clean up shop with that super.
Yeah, this is complete domination so far. The red team has not sniffed a single gem. 8-0 right now. I tell you what, PSG, guys from PSG, they're that little revenge, they're coming for it.
He walked right into it.
He tried to get past the minecart, but it smashed him.
I wonder if he could even see that it was there, because that was hilarious. And we got Yamada over here, though. Yamada's
he's
in a trap. Yeah, he's going to get
That's
taken
not
out.
the position you want to be in right there. And with 10 seconds left, and unless something crazy happens here, it looks like the team, blue team, is going to easily take home this victory.
Oh, and Whitey cleans up even more. Grabs a couple of gems just to rub it in their face. No bouncing eyeballs popping out of his head is going to stop him.
I wonder.
He kind of embraced the inner Carl there.
I wonder if the guys over on the red team were having a harder time than the guys on the blue, because red team looked like they were completely comfortable, like it didn't bother them whatsoever to have these eyeballs bouncing from their eyes.
It's true. And then I love the moment where Rosa just walked right into the train.
Right.
Like he couldn't even see that it was there. Okay, game face is on. Sun Bentley's taking it off. He's still smiling at the camera. He didn't get his moment of fame yesterday, so he is here to
what
say
a ham,
hello.
smiling at the camera like that. That's great. I love it. But yes, now the glasses are coming off, the gloves are going on, and we're going to see a normal, well, a somewhat normal game.
Somewhat normal.
Against the content creators and the other pro teams combined. We'll see if the outcome is any different when they don't have bouncy eyes.
Absolutely. Like we talked about earlier, Yamada could absolutely be considered a pro player himself, but their whole team at Animal Champadu. Now's the time when they've got to step it up, because PSG's trying to say, hey, you know what? We can carry our YouTuber better. I don't know if that's exactly what's happening. I don't think that it is.
Well, but, I mean, it's probably a little bit as well, except for me.
Animal Champadu is going to come back from this reverse sweep of 1 loss.
I went with PSG.
Sweep,
I guess my prediction was PSG in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
They didn't make it then. I think I'm going to have to go back to them again and have some faith that it's going to happen. And, this is going to be good. Because,
okay.
Not only did they get to try on the beautiful googly glasses, but,
we did too as well.
Oh, this is wonderful.
I'm hoping they switch the camera to us so
this might be good.
We can show everybody.
I wonder.
They're not switching cameras to us. Okay, well, we're trying it out.
If you guys could only see.
I can't read my notes.
I
have no idea what's happening right now.
How did they play with this? Because it is actually extremely hard to see.
It actually is. When I was watching, it was like, oh yeah, you just got to move it out of the way. But no, there's literally your eyeballs are just like coming out, and you cannot see that. I can see why Rosa ran into the train now.
Right? I'm even more impressed now with Sun Bentley with those shots that he was hitting.
He was hitting those shots. I don't know what he was doing. This is tricky.
All right, so we got all thumbs up from YDE right there. Are they going to change anything? I doubt that they're going to change anything. With how well they just dominated that last game, they're going to be, they're probably going to run back into the same comp and see if they can finish off Team Red.
Yeah, it's going to be, we'll see what ends up happening here. Spring Trap, I think that, okay, wow, look at that. Yamada, he's saying, hey, we're playing Mortis. He is going to be all over Piper and all over Ems.
Yeah.
And Carl, unless he has his super up, Well, I like that Mortis play.
Mortis is a great matchup against all of these brawlers. Really, really good against Ems. Really great against Piper. Pretty
And okay
darn
against
good
Carl.
against Carl as well. So
As long as he doesn't have his super up.
yeah, as long as he doesn't
Absolutely.
have the super, you're good to go. So this might be a runaway for the other team on this one if they play their cards right.
We did not see Mortis being played anywhere in the quarterfinals, semifinals, or the finals, so I'm excited to see what ends up happening. Your son Bentley is ready to throw it down, though. YDE gets taken out now by Milkraz, a little preemptive there. Sorry, YDE, I didn't believe you were going to survive that there. Yamada's able to take the kill. Is he able to dodge these shots from Sun Bentley and from YDE? He's not, but Milkraz is able to go in there and clean up with Hagego. Is ready to fall back and pick up some of those gems. Milkrio going in there trying to do some damage to Manu. He's able to take him out, and YDE's just shooting those shots against Yamada.
Yeah, it's looking like a pretty rough time already, just like as predicted, because...
Oh, look at that shot from Sun Bentley.
Ooh, wait,
dealing damage to one brawler
390.
and taking out Milkrio as well. He's going in there, he uses the super, but Yamada is ready to go down as soon... No, he's able to survive.
I did not think he was going to be able to survive because he had that super, knew right where he's going to land. He hit him with the super and then hit him with another shot. Couldn't quite finish him off, so he wisely bails on the rest of that.
And now we are tied 5-5. However, red team does have control there. Yamada going down there, taking out that Piper, and is able to take the gems and run away very safely with Milkrio acting as that shield.
Yeah, this is about what we thought was going to happen. It was just a really horrible matchup for Team Blue. They got completely out-comped there, and we're going to see if they can do anything in the next match to make it any better.
Yamada's just dancing around the field there, saying, you know, you might hit one shot on me. There's no way you're hitting enough to take me out, though. Check that out.
Dominant performance right there.
Animal Champadu coming back. The glasses were in the way the first time, but now that they are gone, they're showing PSG that that first matchup between them was not a mistake.
Maybe that wasn't an accident.
Maybe it was not.
They are just that. I mean, they are just that good because they made it all the way to the finals. But we'll see if PSG can come up. PSG and Manu come up with a strategy to fix what just happened right there, because that was not a pretty sight.
That's exactly right. Now they're actually going to be swapping in some of their players here. All the players are getting a chance to actually play, and it looks like for Animal Champadu, Hagego, Ponkotsu just came back in.
That's right. And for over on the blue team, Skyrix and Twisty Twick. It looks like they were supposed
They might
to
be
come in.
They might be staying. We'll see what ends up happening here. They're making the call.
They're discussing it
Are
right
they
now.
feeling confident with their two people that claim that they were the team leaders?
It looks like that they maybe. Looks like Sam Bentley was about to get up, so we may see some new players. That'll be fun. If not, then they're just going to stick it back out and see if they can make a different outcome than they saw in this previous match.
Yes, absolutely. They're just getting their devices all set up here, and we're just basically waiting. I'm excited. I want to see them play with the googly eyes again.
I know that. I think that was even slightly more fun than the normal match.
It was. It absolutely was. It's interesting, though, seeing these matches is a little bit different, not knowing bans, okay, from the competition. From the World Finals yesterday and the day before, they were able to ban one brawler, and here any brawler goes, and so you don't know what your team is going to do. You don't know exactly what they're thinking, and I think that's coming into play a little bit here.
What do you think that Team Blue here is going to do different to, stem the tide of what that last game turned out to be?
I think what they're going to do, they're going to make sure that they have at least one counter to Mortis, probably a Daryl, maybe a Rosa, something, just a brawler that can actually face up to him and kind of pester him the whole time, because they can't afford to go into that same situation they did last match, where Mortis countered basically their entire comp.
Yeah, they just one brawler, a BB, a Rosa, a Daryl, even something to stop that, and then just find where he's going and follow him around and make sure that he doesn't make the difference, because Yamada absolutely dominated them from top to bottom last game.
He did. It was such a good comp right there. That Poco double tank comp works. I guess, Mortis isn't really a tank, but it kind of was. It was double assassin that match.
Yeah, it was pretty great to see. But we'll see if they change anything up right here.
Looks like they are switching the players in.
They are indeed.
Yep, it looks like it's going to be Skyrix and Twisty Twig playing for PSG. And Animal Champadu is going to Ponkotsu and Hagego, along with their Yamada pro as well.
Hagego played so well in the tournament yesterday. The guy was there in so many clutch moments. And so it'll be interesting. I'm sure a big sigh of relief. Even though they didn't win, I bet you it's nice just to be able to relax a little bit, play the game, and have some fun without having all that pressure on you at once.
Absolutely. And here, so Skyrix and Twisty Twig, they've had some time to kind of like chill, see the competition, just watch this entire time. Whereas Hegego has already played a match, Bonkotsu has already played a match, and so maybe they're a little worn down. I don't know.
Could be. Well, it looks like we're going to be finding out here pretty quick. It looks like they're having fun. I mean, everybody's all smiles, which is really great to see.
You know, it's fun to watch these players playing without the stress of $90,000 on the line.
Right.
Total prize money worth of $250,000 for yesterday's finals. And now it's for some prizes. There are some prizes on the line.
There are some prizes, but they said that they were not the greatest prizes.
Well, there's prizes for the winners.
Okay.
You know, like some headphones and some cool things like that. And then there's useless prizes for the
I'm
losers.
more interested in, I mean, headphones and all that stuff, that's nice. But I'm more interested in the useless prize. What do you think one of the useless prizes might be? Give me a guess.
Maybe a used sock.
A used sock. All right, that would be pretty good.
That'd be useless. It's like, what are you going to do with that used sock?
Yeah, just a empty wrapper for a straw. That might be good.
That sounds like a pretty useless.
It's pretty useless.
A used straw and a used sock for useless prizes.
Do you guys have a better useless idea for a present that you can think of? Put it in the chat. It would be the strangest chat you've ever seen.
Who can put the most useless prize in the chat? That's right.
Look at the matchups here. I think that Team Blue didn't want any part of what just happened, so
they brought Shelly along.
And then on the flip side, the red team, they changed up their entire comp as well.
Yeah, I don't like Shelly as much as I would have if they had a Mortis. However, Shelly can do a really good job of countering against Daryl.
Sure.
And Sandy's really excellent. Jean can play really well against Spike. So, I don't know. I do think that Animal Champion or the red team has a little bit more range, and I do like that a lot. You can see Hegego right there using that fertilized star power. He's not actually using the curveball one, and he's just using it so well. Look at that. He's hitting so many hits on Twisty Twig. Twisty Twig is just in that one spot.
Yeah, I think that they would probably be better for the blue team if Sandy and Shelly were to swap, and it looks like that is exactly what's going to happen right here, because Sandy's able to three-shot Spike, but if he's about to get three-shot by that cart right there, and he
Look at that.
goes down to the cart.
There's no googly eyes in the way of that cart. They saw that coming. They could not do
But he
anything.
does pull in Daryl and was able to take him out.
I just can't stop thinking about that. Running into the cart because you can't see it. Oh, man. Let's see, but that's not happening right here. Hegego throws down the super, is dealing some damage to K-Manu, slowing and pushing him down. Punkotu's trying to go down there and is able to get rid of K-Manu.
But still, there's two of their brawlers down because Yamada came out with a cross shot and hit that with Piper. That was 2 versus 1. Had to fall all the way back, wait for his team to respond. Let's see if they can get back in this position. But with that Sandy super, they're hiding a little bit, but still getting taken out some too.
That's right. Now Team Red does have some control in the center, but it's just a matter of Skyrix getting one good pull. He uses it to pull Bonkotsu and recharge some of his super. It's not fully charged up yet, but all he needs to do is just get a couple of hots. There is his super. He's ready to go, and all he needs to do is just pull Yamada, but Yamada is staying far away. He's got some good fast reflexes. As soon as that pull comes, he's going to be ready to jump, but it looks like he ended up using it against Bonkotsu, and that unfortunately missed for him.
Yeah, that's not going to work out, and now with only one gym left, the red team, or the blue team here, is going to have to move up in a position because they can't lose whatsoever. But they're bringing it back here. 7 gyms to 9. They have a chance. With the pull, they take out Bonkotsu, and now there's another gym on the floor. Are they going to get it? It is 8 to 9. The game is getting close again.
This is so close. Red team can't go anywhere with that minecart in the way, and now they're going in. Looks like Bonkotsu uses the super, rolls in, and look at that Twisty Twig with that super, ready to take him out. And Skyrix as well, able to finish them off. And he's got 10 gems with Ponko, and also takes out Bonkotsu. He is not
and
wasting
yanks
anything.
him in.
And pulls Hegego in, just solidifying his victory even more.
What a comeback right there. The Jean Supers, the Sandy Supers, they had them all come in at once, and with only 4 seconds left, here comes the big side Spike Super. He's going to miss Skyrix, and not going to be enough. That is going to be a comeback victory, and they are going to take that set.
So PSG and K-Manu end up taking that very first set for Team Blue. They're ready to go. Look at that cheer from K-Manu. He's so excited to actually get that victory for his team. Skyrix is just chilling. He's like, I wish that would have happened in the championship when we were facing Animal Champadu for the first time.
Yeah, that was a great match. I thought that Yamada's team and Team Red over there, I thought they had it in the bag, but no, not so much.
Absolutely. So up next, looks like they're going to actually be selecting some of the prizes to see what they end up getting.
Oh,
Check that out, an Osmo Mobile 3 for all of your vlogging needs. That is excellent. Such a solid stabilizer right there.
That's right. Looks like a really good prize that they've got there. Holding it up high. Really proud of that. We'll see what they go with what's going to be the next prize. Oh, it looks like this is going to be the useless prize. He gets a toilet paper dispenser is what it looks like. I think that's what that is. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, howdy, Lex. It's good to be back up on stage.
Oh, hey, Woody. Nice of you to join us here.
Thank you very much.
We're just having a good old time here. Have you seen the googly eyes yet here, Woody?
Yeah, I was watching you guys wear those. It seems like
they're very interesting. I mean,
it's to a detriment of our playing and casting abilities, though.
You know, but we do look wonderful wearing them. Maybe not so wonderful, but we feel dumb too. But this is what it was actually.
I feel like $1 million. I don't know what you're talking about.
You look like $1 million as well.
My eyes are falling out.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. They had some. One guy's got some good prizes. Other guys not so much. But that was a really exciting game there. With PSG was able to extract a little revenge for what happened to them in the quarterfinals.
Yes, a chance to win again on stage. Always welcome. And the Brawl Stars Invitational has got some of the best prizes, as you saw there. A toilet paper holder. What was that also?
It was like a gimbal for a phone that you could use for vlogging. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it holds your phone
Do you
nice
have one
and
of those?
steady. I do not. I need to look into that.
Should have played in the Invitational,
I should have.
guess. Yeah.
I probably would have just got the googly eyes and the toilet paper dispenser, though. But regardless, it would have been fun. What are you going to do with the toilet? I mean, I guess if you had the place at home, you could mount it. It might come in handy. You never know.
You know, I hear that they're selling toilet seat heaters also now out there. Very useful.
They're very nice.
Out here in South Korea, we've enjoyed the great technological offerings available to us.
You never know how much you like it until you try it. Where have we gone,
true.
Woody? I don't know.
And those toilets, they also have some very nice features as well. Maybe that's going to be in the prizes up here. Yeah, I'm in the prize prediction mood right now, Lex.
Right. Well,
I'm
then
kind of wondering
I asked
what they're gonna
Kairos,
come away with.
and he told me like a used sock. But what do you think another useless gift might be? Think about that.
A useless gift.
Oh, useless, I mean. Yeah.
I don't know. A trip out of Busan? That would be useless, because why would you want to leave?
This place is beautiful.
Yeah.
The ocean, the mountains, and the buildings all right there in one spot. It's really exceptional. If you guys ever get a chance to go, definitely come to Busan, Korea.
Take advantage of that. And hey, Seoul is beautiful as well. So we actually flew in to Incheon. We mentioned this a couple of days ago, but you're going to be going to Seoul in a couple of days as well, right?
We're going to go up there. We're going to go to the Supercell Lounge. Going to have some good times with a lot of the other content creators and everybody around here. I'm
Nice
really
chance to relax after the hard work here.
That's
up
right.
On,
we are going to be
the
leaving
desk.
here shortly after this is over, so it's going to be a fun time. Looking forward to that. But you're going as well, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be going tomorrow, so I'm going to sneak in there a little bit later, incognito style. I wonder, Lex, what's been your favorite culinary offering here in Korea?
Well, my favorite one was probably the bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
That was
Excellent
really good.
choice.
Now, we did have some seafood the other night that was a little questionable.
Yeah.
I ate a bug. I mean, it was literally just a bug. I'm pretty sure I'm not exactly sure
Of your own free will. No one made you eat that bug either.
You know, when you go to a new place and people offer it up, you've got to try it. You've got to try everything at least once, and in this case, not more than once. But it was interesting.
I gotta say, I think my favorite would be the Korean barbecue. The pork is just amazing here. It's incredible. Really well-known pork from Jeju Island, I've heard, south of Korea. So they import it, or import it, and drink it with soju. Did you like the soju here?
It was.
You're a Matt Gilly guy?
I never had
Which
it before
one?
here. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all very enjoyable to try new cultures.
Yeah.
And here in South Korea, we have had a wonderful time. So I think we're going to be getting into our second match very shortly, as I understand it. And that's
Coach
going
Corey
to
right there.
give an opportunity for the red team Are they making a comeback, or did they pick up the last one?
Oh, no, they picked
I was
up
a
the
bit
last
distracted
one.
as I was
That's
approaching.
right. That's all right.
Yeah.
Perfectly right. The blue team ended up winning that last set. So now Coach Corey is on this stage with his blue team. As you can see, that is Tribe Gaming right there. We're looking at Jack Chepo. We've got Slash there in the back. It looks like 2 Jack Chepos left is going to be crying, man. You know, they played pretty hard yesterday. They got knocked out early in the semifinals, but they played pretty darn well.
Now the blue team is going to be wearing red, and the red team is going to be wearing blue.
Not
Don't
confusing
get
at all.
confused by that. Yeah. Fortunately, the creators are going to be wearing purple on both sides, so just in case you were trying to figure out which side was which, where you need to wear those like red-blue glasses that kind of like invert your vision.
The 3D glasses,
Yeah, then you'll get a good sense for where you're looking at. But we have our semifinalists up on stage. Tribe Gaming's Crying Man.
Yeah, he did really well. He played exceptional in the semifinals, and he's looking pretty happy today, even with after a disappointing loss. It's nice. The pressure's gone. He's ready just to relax and have a good time.
Sure is. I noticed that on the first day, his trophy count was somewhere around 7,000, and now it's 20,000. So he must have been pushing really hard.
He played all night. You know, he couldn't take it that it only showed 9,000. He just grinded up another 11,000 trophies, no problem. But yeah, they're playing with Coach Corey, which Coach Corey has a great Brawl Stars channel. Nice, a lot of strategy and even some fun stuff on there as well. So you guys definitely check him out.
Zhang Sheng is going to be the creator for Team Red today, repping 18,484 trophies. That seems like a lucky number to me, Lex.
Yeah, the 84-84 there is looking pretty good, and that's a really very respectable trophy count as well. In fact, that would put him in the top, higher than the top 1% of all Brawl Stars players.
My goodness. Even higher than that, though, is Sun God way up in the sky, shining down on us, sends his radiance from above. Down here to share now.
Dr. HK's team, they also got knocked out early in the quarterfinals, but it looks like they are all smiles and thumbs up, and they're back here to show off that, you know, they can maybe not win those games in the quarterfinals, but they've got it here.
Well, sure. The Brawl Stars World Finals is all about Brawl Stars skill, but the Invitational introduces a lot of new elements into gameplay. Now, the first match that we saw was just googly eyes. I got a little bit of a word backstage that we're going to see even wilder and even crazier challenges to come in the following hour.
Yeah, I got a sneak peek on some of them, and they were. There's one in particular. I'm not going to spoil it for the people that are watching right now, but if it comes up, I will be very interested to try it myself. And I'm here to tell that after the influencers down there, after they get a chance to play with them, they're going to bring them up to us, and we always get a chance to check them out as well. I'm really hoping that I get to try one of these things in particular. It's going to be a riot if they do pull it.
Coach Corey looking steady, calm. I like the beard.
Of
Bodes
course you
well
do.
for his success.
He probably puts the same oil as you do in there just to make it look, extra wonderful.
You know, I just got some Sparta beard oil to be trying on very shortly, straight out of Helsinki, Finland.
That's right, especially made up there in Helsinki to make sure that your beard looks amazing.
Look like a legend.
Feel like it too, and looks like they're feeling pretty good right there themselves. They're getting the devices worked out.
What do you think I got to do to get one of those exclusive Brawl Stars World Finals jackets?
I don't know, but if we figure it out, I want to do it as well because they look really cool.
The influencers got them. Maybe we should practice our influencing skills.
Yeah, we're not very influential, at least not enough, obviously, because we sure didn't get one.
These aren't the droids you're looking for. You don't want to sell me death sticks.
Right?
You want to go home and rethink your life. How's my influence working on you? Do you feel?
I will do anything you say, yes.
Wow.
Where's your jacket? You should be getting it now.
They ought to bring it in soon.
Yeah, so the next match that they're going to be playing is going to be a little bit of Brawl Ball.
Yes, thank you. I was waiting here so long to pick this one penalty. So let's check it out. The second penalty for this set 2. I'm nervous. What? No fingers allowed? Ooh. How are they supposed to play the game with no fingers? Maybe toes? Mouth? Let's check the video.
thinking they were gonna like use their nose to play or something.
That's what I was thinking too. Now, funny enough, he's not on stage right now, but Ark, one of the contestants here, he has done a video on his YouTube channel of him playing with his toes.
Did he win?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I just saw part of it.
Well, if it's a YouTube video, I'm sure he could have played as many games as necessary until he got the win, right?
A little editing magic always makes you look good when it comes out the other side on YouTube.
Well, you would know about that, right, Lex?
Never have I edited a single thing to improve. Okay, yeah, I do it almost every time.
All day long. But that's fine. We love you for it. It's a bit different here on the live stage, though. It's all up to them to make it count the very first time. We're getting some adjustments here just to make sure the phones are correctly positioned. Their devices need to be anchored securely.
Yeah, this would be really awkward because, you know, not all the people, not all the players play with phones. Some of them prefer to play with a tablet. I don't see any up there right now, but that would be a little bit unwieldy to try to clamp a tablet up to one of those things and play. But this ought to get really interesting. Corey, with not only he's got the pointers, but the eyebrows as well, looking on point.
Oh no, he's crying. I don't think he's practiced with these little pointers before. This is going to be a first for our brawlers on stage. A handicap. Do you think that you could beat a team if you're using your fingers and they're using their pointers? One of these teams up here.
Oh, so could I beat one of the pro teams? I think it'd be a good game. Unfortunately,
it'd be a close
for
match,
me.
huh?
Yeah, probably a pretty close match. That's how good these guys are.
What would be the minimum necessary handicap before you could defeat a pro team? One hand behind their back, playing with their toes?
So I've played a game on, me and Kairos and I did a video where we played with just using one hand. It was really hard, way harder than I thought it was going to be. I think that I could beat them if they were forced to do that. But that's a huge handicap. That's probably what it would take because these guys are insanely good. Like I said, I've actually played against a lot of the North American content creators, or the North American pro players, because we'll get matched up against them, and I beat a few of them here and there, but usually they get the upper hand because they're just that good.
And with the highest level of Brawl Stars competition available to the public at large right now, it's got to be Power Play. And you and I were playing Power Play downstairs earlier. It went pretty well. But hold on, we've got our Brawler picks now. Let's get on into it and check out what these lineups are. Lex?
Yeah, so for the red team, we have got El Primo, we've got Spike, and we've got Poco. A pretty classic choice for Brawl Ball. That's a really good, solid choice. And then over here for the blue team, Coach Corey is going to be playing Rosa, Jack Chepowitz with Jean, and Crying Man is going to be playing Tara.
Making a few little pokes and prods here. They're playing very carefully, not too confident, because they're having to use those pointers instead of being able to use their fingers as usual. But Crying Man's going to grab the ball first, tosses it over to Coach Corey. Doesn't get the pickup, though. Instead, he's going to pressure on the top side. Can he get a few punches in, or maybe just walk it in?
I think he thought he had the ball, but he lost it there. It's actually really funny to watch their passes because they're almost like extremely awkward passes, not going quite where they thought that they might.
Oh no, Dr. M is just standing there. Doesn't have any way to get that ball downfield, and that's going to leave our blue team with a big advantage. Can they get it in?
Coach
nice
Corey.
Pull from Chepo.
Yeah, Coach
there
Corey,
it is.
He thought he was going to pass it to Chepo. Chepo stopped, but Corey just grabbed the ball and walked it right in. Now we'll see if Dr. M he looks like he went up and he stopped to get it.
No.
He's having a tough time with those pointers, I'll tell you that much.
We just need to get Dr. M to start tapping on that attack button. He's right next, but wow. Coach Corey with his second goal. A little bit of a shrug and a thumbs up. Easy peasy, Lex.
Man, that game was a really quick one. Now, of course, I think Dr. M is going to be really happy to be able to use his fingers on this next match because they totally dominated him on that one. Coach Corey's looking pretty happy right there. Scored both goals.
Sure is the MVP for the team, and that would be something you wouldn't typically expect, playing with two professional semi-finalists here. Nevertheless, getting both goals. He's the striker now for Team Blue. And the pressure is going to be on his shoulders to deliver once again and close out this best-of-3 set.
Yeah, I was laughing a little bit there because Crying Man was just having a fun time playing with the phone as it was hanging there. But it looks like they might be rotating out Crying Man, and they're going to bring in Slash.
A tactical change. I like it. Slash played very well in Brawl Ball yesterday. Tribe wasn't able to get those Brawl Ball wins that they were looking for, but off the back of Slash, we saw them make it very far and push into a super close tiebreaker round for the semis.
Yeah,
Slash with 18,067 trophies.
Yeah, absolutely. They did a really, really great job. Of course, Kairos and I are both affiliated with Tribe, so we're really proud of those guys for being able to make it as far as they did. You know, Tribe IX guys, they did a great, great job, and super proud of them. As you see, Jack Chevel settling in for the next game. But this next one, they are going to be able to use their fingers.
The Americans here for Tribe are the youngest team in Brawl Stars World Finals, all having been born in this millennium. The up-and-coming rising stars made a big impact at the first World Finals, and it looks like they're impressing Corey too. He's looking quite confident, ready for that #1 finish.
Yeah, I think he was pretty happy with the team selection that he got to play with Tribe there. They did a really great job. And you were talking about them being so young. That bodes well for their future, because if they did this well at such a young age, they've got plenty of years ahead of them that they can even improve on their performance that they had yesterday and the day before.
Sure does. I feel like my reflexes are starting to get a little bit slower in my old age now, Lex. They've still got plenty of years left ahead of them to compete.
Yeah, it's definitely, my reflexes are not quite what they were, you know, just a couple years ago. That's all it was for me, is just a couple years ago.
Okay. I know you were a baseball star back in the day.
I did. I played a lot of baseball up through college, but still not quite what I used to be back when I was in my teens. With these guys, they still have it in spades. And Corey's actually a really, really excellent player as well. For a long time, he actually tried to really push competitively and did a great job of that as well. But, you know, YouTube has a way of taking over, and now these days he's posting more meme reviews than the top plays anymore, which are actually really hilarious. You guys watching at home, go check out Coach Corey's channel.
And of course, be sure to check out Zhang Cheng's channel as well.
Oh, yes. I would talk great about it. I've never actually seen it because I couldn't speak the language even if I saw it, but I'm sure, no doubt, that he makes some excellent content as well.
Oh yeah, I'd be happy to see it, but to hear it, I think I'd need to pick up some more language skills.
Right.
As well.
The crowd was cheering for him pretty well here early on when they announced him, so obviously a fan favorite.
All right, game 2 should be underway shortly. We've got a little bit of downtime here. Maybe they're going to be practicing their skills with those little batons.
Actually, more than anything, I bet you they're eyeing that big pile of presents up there and thinking, okay, if we win, which one am I going to pick? Because I don't want that toilet paper holder this time.
Do you go for a large present, or do you think good things come in small packages?
Man, you know what? Okay, so I think I would probably go for a large one, because they just had one useless present in a large one. How many more of the large ones are they going to fill up with useless ones? I don't know. I'm playing the odds there.
I feel like that's a good call.
Yeah. Red-blue, though. Red-blue. I'm not sure. I guess maybe you... No, you don't have to pick from your color. Probably.
Okay.
There we go. Indeed, there are some other special stuff about the prizes that we were unaware of, but...
Oh yeah, well,
first thing.
we'll just have to keep that under wraps, so to speak.
Yes.
Until they get a chance
Pun intended.
to open it up.
All right, looks like they're definitely settled in and ready to about start playing. Dotting the last I, crossing the last T, and they will be underway here in Brawl Ball. Now we had a different map that they were playing, but it looked like they were playing center stage there, and that was a lot of fun. Really like that map.
Okay, yeah, we were expecting Pinball Dreams.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a mix-up there. But hey, you got to keep these guys on their toes, right?
That's right, us as well. Jack Cheppel there, he made some really great plays yesterday as well, but the guys over there from Dr. HK, they went out early in the competition, but it was still they lost, but they lost to the world champions, so there's never any what's the word I'm looking for, Woody? Disgrace in losing to the very best. You know, if you're going to lose, at least lose to the champions.
There you go. Well,
So-
here we are with the lineups now. A little bit of a change here. Rosa was obviously a favorite pick from blue last time, and Team Red, Kingsley, is going to bring her in.
That's right. Rose is coming in there. We've got Poco, Spike, and Rosa. Looks like the passing over the ball down to Kingsley, which Slash is going to rotate over with that Terra, try to keep him off there. He's got the pool ready. He gets both of them. Takes them both out. Jack Chepo gets the ball, tries to get it up to him. Is he going to be able to finish it in time? No. Good super by Sun God to be able to block off that area and stop their progress.
And Spike super able to take out that little healing shade from Tara. Gonna deny access to this goal and keep it at a 0-0 draw. But another massive super from Tara is gonna suck all those brawlers in.
Wow, and a great, wow, that was really amazing because he used the super to pull somebody, blew up a wall, and then kicked it in there. That was just absolutely astounding. Very, very well played by Jack Chepo there, but the two big supers from Slash to really weaken the team and take out some of them was the story there that set up that goal. Coach Corey coming in with that super, paused there for a little bit, and he, with his super pop, is he going to be able to take him out? He takes out one of them, but now Poco returns the favor.
Just amazing how Slash, it seemed like he didn't even have to charge up his super. It was just like back to back. And Tara's super is one of the hardest ones to charge up. Takes a very high amount of damage. She gets it in again though. Slash dropping them down left and right, creating an opening now for Coach Corey to deliver the final blow.
Yeah, Slash is absolutely on point right here. Coach Corey does have his super. If he can find the right time to get the ball, pop a super, and just walk it in, because there's nothing that they can stop him from pulling it out of his hand. He's looking for it. He does right there.
Not yet in.
No, he was just able to stop him just in time there, but Chepo's got the ball once again, looking for his opening to get the ball in there. Again, he shoots and pulls him, but can't finish it off like he did last time.
Some fancy footwork from our red folks here. They're going to be drilling down on the left side now. They've got 30 seconds left to get the equalizer here and put this thing into overtime.
Ooh, Kingsley walking in there with the Rosa, but again, Slash has been making plays left and right. He is pulling everyone into a circle this entire game. He's been playing out of his mind. Now Chepo's got the ball. Corey's got a super. Slash is charging up, all three. A big super comes in, pulls two of them. Corey punches him down, and Jack Chepo with the super looking for his spot.
Bites his time, he's waiting.
Oh!
The hook shot straight to Coach Corey, grabs it and tosses it in for the alley-oop. Blue team victory.
That was amazing because he used the super to bank it off the wall to Coach Corey, who just kicked it right in, uncontested. Wonderful, wonderful game.
And with that underway, we have a 2-0 set lead for Team Blue.
Oh, yeah.
A brawl ball victory. And they will be marching down very shortly to claim their prize. We'll get a chance to see if they choose wisely.
What's going to be the good one? Which one's going to be the useless one? Yeah, Team Red already in a hole here, 2-0. But of course, we've got Heist coming up here after this selection of the good and useless prizes, and we'll see if they can turn the tides around here, get back into this competition.
I like it. All right, they're still deliberating with the referees here. We'll get a final ruling shortly on the outcome of set number 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the issue was there. If there was some DC somewhere, if somebody disconnected, if somebody had some app issues, or if it's going to actually count. Looks like they are deciding that right now. Oh,
What?
Looks like he's going to pick his prizes right now.
Looks good. Dr. MMM taking the stack apart over on his side. A little bit of shaking here on the blue team side as well. Looks like he's chosen a triangle. Okay.
He's about to make some music. Let's see what tribe ends up getting for winning.
Ah, very nice. Looks like a charger and holder for a phone.
That's pretty excellent.
Yeah.
Especially when you play lots of Brawl Stars. You know, you just want to set it down there and let it charge for a little bit while you go get a snack.
Always got to be hands-free when you're driving.
Absolutely.
Can't keep your device with you during that.
That's
All right.
exactly right. And
they've got a few more prizes to pick. We'll give them a couple more minutes to go through them. Were you watching that last set, Kairos? What were your thoughts there?
I was watching that last set. That was pretty fantastic. Coach Corey really pulled through for his team right there, getting a couple of those shots in there. And those supers, those Terra supers from Slash.
Terra,
I swear, every time he was getting at least 2 of the enemy players, I was like, how are they allowing it? They just gave it to him every single time. It was fantastic.
Massive damage. And bouncing right off of that, also getting that healing shade up to improve the viability of their pushes. they had oomph.
It was so hard
They had
for
the
them.
strength. They had the damage. They had the health. They had
Yes.
all they needed.
Yes, it was absolutely fantastic, and you know the match. It was just so great. That Terra Shade, like you said, did a lot of healing, and it was
Admirable
exciting.
selection there, picking out the Rosa to try to make the comeback there. Team Red recognizing her superiority in Brawl Ball, but not enough to pull off the victory there. And Team Blue looking dominant at this point.
Yes.
We saw in the Showdown match at the very beginning that there was an eagerness to be on Team Blue. I think actually one of the influencers was kicked off of Team Blue to
That's
make
right.
room. So I think that wound up being a good pick so far, and we'll be starting up set 3 soon.
Right here, he's only got 10 seconds left. Fires away, lots of shots connect, but Rosa's super keeps her alive.
No!
She's planted. Puerto
No!
Rico, with only a few hit points, gets the kill, resets the countdown.
Brian Man is right in the lead there with the super in the roll, but he misjudges it a tiny bit.
Yes,
A super.
the clutch pull gives drive there, goal! It's the same, and it's down. Nova takes game number 2.
Oh, 312.
What?
Only 312 hit points left.
Hold
They
on.
can turn it around right here, but it has to be right here. The damage is rolling in with 6%, 3%.
My
Oh
goodness!
my God! Can you believe that?
Believe what I am watching, Lex.
And it's protecting him when he jumps in. Look at this, jumping in, rolling in. The 3 bears are coming to town, and they are not going to be leaving with just some porridge.
That support was absolutely insane. Not Kotsu with the super as Ems is able to stop it. Is this going to be it right here?
No, Shelly's got that super.
He's super
wait.
gets it in.
Here it's going to be.
Gonna be enough?
Gonna be game number 2.
He throws it up against the wall.
On Hagego, and he does. Pops the super,
He's got
has
his
the
super
ball.
up. But Daryl disrupts it. Ponkotsu throws it to the side, keeps it from getting in there. Milk Rail dealing damage to Angel, but Angel is right in position. Are they going to be able to put it in there?
What
Hagego takes
a
the
defense.
ball. He kicks it out.
On defense, they can't leave, but 8-Bit takes him
Look
out.
at that.
He's well in on it. This could be their shot to get it back in, and it is. And Hagego's favorite brawler is Piper. He's showing it off right here. 5-7 to
Look
nothing.
at that to take
It's
this
coming.
victory.
They pull off what seemed to be impossible, and they get a reverse sweep, and they're going to be walking all the way to the final.
And I think, unless, whoa, look at the double pull right there. He's able to finish him off, restart the countdown.
Pikachu's down!
And they
That's
are down.
a restart! Nova's got the gems this time!
And Cerulean's about to get taken out, but unfortunately for Hagego, he falls, and Milk Redo's trying to pull.
One health! Boom! Misses!
That is insane. Look at this back and forth. Animal Jumper tried. Heal up a ton of HP. Look at that kick. The spinner supers in and rolls it in. That's save. He cannot run away fast enough. Tom throws down the turret, boosting their damage, and they unload an insane amount of damage on that Nova. Esports first ever Brawl Stars World Champion.
World's best influencers have gathered for Brawl Stars Invitational 2019. These 8 influencers bring some gifts and also some useless items as prizes. Influencers and players make a team, and they compete against each other. Battle, red versus blue. Step 1, solo showdown match. Influencers play a solo showdown match and are ranked from 1st to 8th. Step 2. Starting from rank 8, influencers choose their team color and the game mode that they want to play. But the higher ranked player gets a chance to move the lower ranked player's position. Step 3. Check out the special penalty modes, only in Brawl Stars Invitational 2019.
Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to the Brawl Stars Invitational 2019. We had an amazing finals over the past couple of days, but now it's time for the influencers to get a piece of the action.
That's right. We've got 8 of your favorite content creators here ready to compete with the 8 quarterfinalists from yesterday's and the day before's competition, and they're facing off against each other for prizes, for glory, fame, and also to not have to do silly challenges or something like that. I don't know.
Get silly challenges and also
embarrass himself in front of thousands of viewers.
Yeah, and pick up some of the bad prizes. You don't want that. So pick up those wins as soon as you can and get moving on. Blue team is actually ahead right now, 2-0. So an impressive start so far in Brawl Ball, particularly a shutout in that game mode.
Yes, absolutely. So how it is working out is we have these 8 teams, these 8 influencers paired up with each team, and they're divided into either the red team or the blue team, and they're competing against each other in a best of 7 matchup for each individual game mode. But each individual game mode is a best 2 of 3, and so you have a couple different shots at proving that you have what it takes. Now, we've already seen some interesting plays where we actually had, let's actually look and see what they've got going on over here. Yeah, it looks like we're introducing some of the players here. And over on Team Blue, we have Ted with one of the highest subscriber count here as far as the content creators go. And
he is big in Korea.
He absolutely is. Yes, almost 1 million subscribers. He's playing with the 3 bears here. Angel7777. One of the really just such a great player, and they're going to be facing up against. Let's see. It looks like SSG Brazil. A nice bear here. Very solid trophy count here. I haven't watched a whole lot of Ted's gameplay, but with that many subscribers, I'm sure there's a reason why he has, why he's got them. He's got to be a skilled player.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's real good. And you're about to see.
That's exactly right. Now we got Gustavo. He's actually a good friend of mine. Such a nice guy, and he's helping to represent the Brazilian community. And he's here playing with SSG Brazil. And on their team, we're starting off here with Tufa, rocking that 19,000 trophies. He's ready to go. He's ready to rock out. That's right. The pressure is a lot less hot here than they were for the competition, but they're excited to show what they have.
Maybe so, but hey, if you didn't win the World Finals, winning the Invitational's got to be the second best thing to do in Korea, right?
That's exactly right. You know, whether or not it's for that $90,000 on the line, there's they still have a lot to prove here.
Beto going to be the final player to round out this red team. And once again, don't get confused. They're wearing blue jackets, but that is the red squad over on the right side. Parzival, Tufa, and Beto. Parzival going to be sitting out of the first game here, but I'm sure we'll get a chance to see him again soon, Kairos.
That's exactly right. We've got influencers here over in the purple jackets, actually. Ted, some interesting facts about him. His most viewed video has over 6 million views, and his favorite brawler is Colt.
And his favorite map is Heist. Good news for him because we're about to be playing Heist.
That's
Rumor
exactly
has it
right.
It's going to be on Sandy
Yes,
Gems,
Samina
but
once again,
anything
I'm gonna
goes in the
take
Invitational
the
here.
third
That's
penalty.
exactly right. So she's picking for her favorite for the challenge here.
Third one is Hell Sour Candy. Let's check out the video.
Poor guy. He was barely able to keep it together there with that hell sour candy being shoved in his mouth.
Unbearable sourness. I'm excited to see what I want to look at some of their faces while they're playing here. The first match, they actually had some of these weird Google eye glasses, and it was very difficult for them to see what was in front of the screen. And the second match, they were playing with no hands. They had to use little like pen styluses or whatever while they were playing. And it seemed to actually matter. It did, and it does count. This is going to happen for this first matchup. And now for every 10 seconds, they have to put one of these in their mouths, which apparently
it's going to be just shoved in their mouth. Guys, I've never played Brawl Stars with someone shoving something in my mouth. Have you?
I have.
Oh, wow. What was it?
Marshmallows.
Or can you tell us on
marshmallows?
Live? Oh, marshmallows. Okay.
Yes.
That's G-rated. I
Yes.
think that's all.
Absolutely.
All
No, it was great. We were doing some fun video challenges there, and
how many could you fit in at one time?
you know, we were doing those mini marshmallows. I think the most I could handle was like 40 of them. We also did some bubble gum on another
Don't
one.
try
That
this
was
at
a much,
home.
No, this is it was
Ladies
much
and
more
gentlemen.
difficult. Anytime you put grab a power cube in Showdown, you have to put some bubble gum in your mouth, and it did not go over well. And look at this here, playing some Heist. We've got 2 throwers in Rico over on blue team, and on red team we've got double tank with Rico. Rico's the top pick right here. Ted's playing super bouncy Rico.
One of the first times we've seen a robot majority game here. We've got 4 Robros in the map.
That's exactly right, and this is a great map for it here. Nice Bear jumping over the map. He's showing. Look at those, checking out those skills out there. Beto's got his super up. They're putting the first piece of candy in their mouth right now. It doesn't look like it's phasing him too much. He's chewing it with delight.
Oh, no, wait. Ted must be a sour candy lover because he is just chomping down on it. I don't see him getting much of the action here, though. Lots of damage on both of these saves. Angel's throwing those
big barley blasts in, but not quite as much damage as Team Red has been able to dish out.
He's going to try and dodge some of the shots right there, but with 2v1, he gets cornered and gets taken out pretty easily. Nice Bear jumping over there, throws down the super on the save, dealing massive amounts of damage with Ted shooting from a distance as well. And it looks like Gustavo rolls in there. Is he able to take him out? He is. And now we've got Red Team going and hitting that Blue Team save, putting them in a world of hurt.
Eating that damage and eating Hell Sour Candy at the same time. It's a race that Team Red wins.
That is great. He looks like he really enjoyed that. I don't even know because
he just wanted this to be a 3-game set so that he could enjoy a few more of those candies. What do you think?
He was trying to prolong it just a little bit. They're like, oh man, I wish we should have played a little bit more defense, just drawn the match out as long as we could. Give me some more of those. Oh man. Looks like, oh, so he's, don't even have to swallow it.
Don't look, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't look, he's like, don't do it.
He's going to swallow it. He's going to finish it up.
There we go. Is he doing it?
Kudos to him. I don't know. I think
he's going to try.
He's chewing. He's chewing.
Gustavo's excited about something.
Oh yeah, he's gonna make all his teammates swallow the candy.
I think what he's saying is, hey, you got to subscribe to my channel.
No spitting.
Yeah, no spitting. Don't show that on camera. That's right. Oh, there we go. That's his signature play.
The death sign.
He did
taking him down.
He said that the first time, but then their team ended up getting taken out.
Oh. Could
Barzball
that be?
He's giving some love to the camera. I love it.
A signal.
Yeah, that's
sign.
right. He's ready for some payback here.
Ooh, he's loving the camera too.
I think he needs to start a YouTube channel.
My goodness, I think you're right, Kairos.
Wow. That's right. He came here to prove that he's got some skills. Keep an eye out for him. Might have a news. If you speak some Portuguese, it might be a good reason to subscribe to him.
There you go.
Okay, so they're getting ready here for another matchup. That first match does matter, that first game. But
of course it does.
Red Team has
but
that
it's best of 3.
That's exactly right, best of 3. And so we're going to see if they are they going to adapt their strategy. They don't have to worry about the sour candy. Do you think the sour candy actually got in the way of their performance there?
Oh, absolutely. There's tears in their eyes. Their taste buds are going electric mode. I don't know. It's just coursing through their veins now.
Doing something.
The sour flavor.
Yes, absolutely. Now it looks like they have swapped out Angel for Moding, and
it's better to be tart than salty, though. We see some salty players up here every once in a while, Kairos, and I gotta say, it's never something that you want to see.
That's exactly right. We're curious to know what you guys think in the chat. Who do you think is going to win this next matchup? Do you think that Red Team is going to get a solid victory here for Heist, or do you think Blue Team is going to come back and continue the win streak for them?
I'm saying reverse sweep is going to happen, Kairos. That's my prediction.
You think so? Okay. Well, we'll find that out. And looks like we actually got some of the sour candy right in front of us.
Oh, you're welcome to try that. My throat has just been obliterated by the past couple of days of casting, and I don't think you'd hear any more of me if I started chewing on one of those. Maybe that's what you'd want, though. Maybe you can take me out now with one of these.
We'll try it out and see.
Sour hell candies.
They're
individually wrapped. Maybe I'll take one home with me.
Okay.
Are they hard or are they soft?
It's kind of hard. I don't know.
Hard.
Let's see here. Looks like they're chewy, actually. We're gonna have to try one of these here when we got after these matches. We can see the sourness just come over our faces. But it looks like we've got the picks here. They actually swapped sides there. You got the Robo Bros all on top, the Red Team, and then we have the tankiness down over on Blue Team.
The tankiness has done very well in past Heist matches, just charging straight into the safe and wailing away at it. It's going to be up to Team Red to play defense and be able to push back these heavy hitters and keep some space for Tufa to roll in and get those strong shots off.
Now, if you do want to have some good defense, Brawlers, look at that. Nice Bear tries to roll in there, but Parzival is able to stop him. Moding tries to get in there as well, but Parzival stops him as well. And now we've got Red Team coming over here. Gustavo throws down a super, is able to deal a ton of damage to the save from a distance, kind of keep that control there, and they decide to fall back so that they can try and play some defense. It didn't work out completely for them because Nightmare is able to get past them and deal some damage onto the save, and we've got two teams both wailing on the enemy save, but it looks like Blue Team was actually able to pull off a successful defense, and Red Team is struggling.
double defensive shutdown for Team Red to start things off. They're able to get that advantage early on, but they have just cracked under the pressure now. Team Blue coming in like a tsunami wave, just crashing into that safe, getting it down to 40%. Might get another shot off? No, not yet. But wow, Ted gets one little bubblegum blast into it.
Parzival is just destroying the enemy team one shot after the next, taking players out left and right, playing such a good defense that it makes it really hard for blue team to actually come up over there. And meanwhile, we got Toof over here. He's got his supercharge up, just trying to get in there and do some damage. It's not working out. Gustavo throws down that super. He's trying to keep Ted pushed back. Yes, he does miss there. And it looks like they were able to take Tufa out for a successful defense. And actually, either team could win this right here. And I like where blue team is, ready to go in for a push at the right moment. Looks like Nice Bear tries to go in there, or Parzival, and he
gets the roll and takes down that Rico, but can't finish off the safe. 25% left for Team Red in less than a minute in this game, Kairos.
It's going to be close right here, down to the wire. I like where Red position is. Parzival playing defense. Nice Bear charges in there, but he is defended against, and Ted knocks Tufa out of the park. And Parzival is left to defend, and now I guess all three of them are able to defend right here.
Ted's going to have to pull back as he's really low on hit points, but they know that they can play defense and pick up the win here. They're about 23% ahead on hit points. They're charging in anyways, though, swacking away at that safe, hitting it all the way down to the single digits. Can they finish?
Look at that! Very end. It did not look like they were going to grab that, but they were able to, and we are now 1-1, blue versus red for Heist.
Ted standing up.
He's excited.
Did you see that coming?
No, that's exactly right.
Are you ready for the reverse sweep?
It's coming down here. Now, Team Red really has to try and pull this forward for their team, because if not, they only have one more chance. Bounty would happen where it's at. So we're going to see if they're able to actually maintain their position for Team Blue, because Team Blue is feeling pretty good. They've got 2-0. They won in Gem Grab. They won in Brawl Ball, and they have a chance to win here in Heist in this next match.
Three Bears, the semi-finalists from the World Finals, picking up the second win in this set over our reps from Space Station Gaming, teamed up with Gustavo. Parzival is going to stay in the action here now.
Yeah,
didn't help contribute a win for his team that time, but he had a good smile on his face during that match.
He was doing the best
despite
that
all
he could.
the sour candy.
That's exactly what they're still recovering from it, you know?
Yeah.
Now Parzival gets to take a step back in. Looks like Beto is actually going to come in and start playing with them as well.
No, Parzival is still in. Oh, wow, look, they got a lot of... What's that on his thumb?
Is that chalk?
Is that a special, like...
Is that sour?
Device sliding chalk?
That could be a thing.
I mean, it's all over his device.
You see it in gymnastics. Here we're seeing it in Brawl Stars, the newest accessory that everybody probably doesn't need.
The clutch strats, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, if Ted is using it, I think that is a great endorsement.
he's got more subscribers than anybody. So I don't know if that says anything.
And over 20,000
Maybe it's
trophies
because
as well.
of the chalk. It's because of the chalk. People just can't get enough of that chalk.
Well, it seems like it can't hurt. I wonder if he has to go through devices very often, though. If he gets like chalk stuck in the charging port, does it still work?
I don't know. He's not using his device right here, but he is using a.
Good point.
They get to choose between a phone or a tablet. He went for a tablet.
I do kind of like it when my fingers can slide over the screen.
Absolutely.
Like that. There's actually a candy that I used to eat, little gummies that like were coated in this very soft, powdery material. And so whenever I have my fingers on the screen, they could just like slide so smoothly. I felt like I was in perfect aim mode. Like I could just get the exact angle I wanted every single time as quick as possible.
It makes a big difference being able to, you know, whether your thumb just gets stuck because your hands are a little sweaty, maybe you're playing a really intense game.
Yeah, sweat is no good.
No, you do not want that, especially if you're playing Brawl Stars here. It really comes down to the absolute fine motor skills at split-second decisions. Really important that you're able to move it the way that you want to.
Do you have any expert pro tips for the crowd out there that you usually only share with your subscribers on your channel, Kairos Gaming? Are you willing to part with one of them to the wider audience now? Or maybe
Yes, absolutely. I think that one of the best ways that you guys can try and improve your skills is by focusing on playing the right brawlers. And I know that that sounds like kind of a duh thing, But a lot of players, I still see it all the time. People playing Brawlers that aren't good for the map, aren't good for the mode. You want to make sure that you're playing a lot of different kinds of Brawlers. You want to get good at all of them rather than just becoming that specialist of just one Brawler. Take a chance. If you haven't played a Brawler in a while, try it out, see what works out. There's some great tools that can allow you, I've got to shout out my own videos. I've got a good tier list right there that'll help you know which Brawlers are good for where.
I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Got it bookmarked, and every time I need to find a win, that's where I go to first.
Yep, it's exactly right. That's what you want to do, and that's what these players are doing here. The best Brawlers for each individual map, they are catering it to each individual map, and we saw that come into play a lot for the championship, for the finals the last couple of days. That competition was just so good. We got to see so many different types of Brawlers, and we did see some repeats though. Some interesting Brawlers that people might not be familiar with or aren't playing as much, like Carl. But look at this. Okay.
Speaking of new Brawlers,
look at that
Colt and Frank coming in for this heist game. Blue team mixing it up and not going to be going so heavy tanky this time. I think hoping to maybe catch red team by surprise, but they mixed it up as well and are bringing some more tanks of their own. So this could be a very close game. Do you have a preference for one of these comps, Kairos?
You know, it's going to be interesting. Ted's favorite Brawler is Colt. And so if he's able to pull off some good moves and open up those walls, they're going to do such a good job at countering Parzival, who's been using those walls as such a good way as defense, as Rico. Beto coming in here, and he's just going around the walls, trying to get in there. Looks like Angel's just going to ignore him, but Bull actually does more damage to the safe than BB does. So now we've got a base race coming down here just a little bit. But looks like Red Team Parzival is doing the best that he can to try and defend against Angel, while Ted is trying to defend against Gustavo, and they both pull off a defense at the same time, but Beto's actually still here. Modding throws down the super, stops him in place, and with the help of Ted, they're able to take him out. Now Ted has his super up here. My guess he's gonna use it on the walls right here. He opens it right up, deals some damage to the save. Moding with the super charged up is going to really apply some pressure to Red Team.
Like a bull in a china shop, he rips into that topside save. Team Red now down to 46%, hammering away with the fist of the heavens. Mjolnir is smashing through Team Red as Moding is getting some great shots off, but a nice super from Gustavo gets him back into the action, takes him down, and it's going to be 2 Brawlers on the blue team save now.
Moding does have his super up, he throws it down and is able to catch Gustavo before Gustavo interrupts it, and Parzival's shooting down the safe from a distance. Beto's just distracting them, and actually Parzival's deciding to go on a little bit of defense, keeping Angel from coming up in there. It really could come down to one single push from one single Brawler, so you have to play defense, you have to play offense. Moding's able to defend against Red Team, and now it is a 2v2 here in the center of this map.
Advantage for Team Red. They're up by 5%, but the last blast could be enough to finish off a save. Nice super from Moding. He's going to be able to take out Gustavo. No, not quite. He gets pushed back by Beto instead. Another super. This could be it. Kairos, can they finish it off?
It's so close right there, but they are able to defend, but Rico could get it if he charges up his super. All he has to do, but they're able to stop it. Moding uses his super, takes him out. Beto is struggling, gets taken out. It is 6% versus 19%. And this really could be it. It's coming down to the last 8 seconds. They pull off a defense, and it looks like Red Team is going to take another victory.
Busting that safe down. They are the winners of your heist set. Red Team picking up their first victory on a 2-1. Pulling it back just in time to keep their team alive.
That's exactly right. Now it is 2-1. We've got 2 scores for Blue Team winning in Gem Grab and Brawl Ball, and then we have Red Team taking it in Heist. And now we're actually going to be going into Bounty. Let's go ahead and take a look at the prizes that they are winning.
What will they select? First up, it's going to be... What is that?
Okay.
It looks like a little card.
Red Team.
A check?
Google Play gift card for, is that 5,001?
Oh, not bad. What is this? To
It's a
see
magnifying
a little
glass.
bit better, maybe?
Hey, you guys lost. How much is that right there? I cannot see this. Upper right-hand corner.
Hey, either way, you're going to be getting gems out of that gift code, so congratulations on a good pick there. Team Red picking up their first set victory. And with that, I think I'm going to be stepping away shortly. Oh, look, we get a nice quick look at our Korean casters.
That's exactly
Thanks
right.
very much to them. The home field advantage here in Busan.
I've got the sour candy here.
You're
I'm
going to try
it out. You ready for this?
Are you okay? Can you survive? Do you need water?
That's actually pretty good. Oh, that is sour.
Oh, it hits you
Oh,
late.
it's got that sour in the center. Oh, wow. If that's more than one of those in the middle of a match, and I would be struggling. I'm already feeling my face is cutting a little.
Do you think your eyes might fall out, Kairos? Start crying?
They just might. Ooh. I've had sour candy, but that is pretty good.
Is that the most sour candy you've ever had?
No, it is not. Warheads.
Warheads.
The dark warheads. They are so sour.
Black cherry?
See, these, yes, exactly. So these ones, though, they're less sour on the
I'm a
outside.
man of culture, you can tell.
And they're more sour on the inside. So if you didn't bite, if you didn't chew them, you were good. Which that first ice match, that ended really quickly. Oh, but my mouth is watering.
I'm starting to pucker just at the thought of it. Or maybe I'm thinking about something else.
I love how I'm here streaming from in front of 1,000 players, and I'm just like, I do this on my own stream as well. I pull out the candy drawer, and I start eating it whenever I get a good solid victory in Showdown, you know? Got to get those gummy worms, but somehow it ended
What do
up
you guys
happening
think
here on
in chat? Is Red Team going to be able to pull off the reverse? Are they going to tie it up in this next set? Or is Blue going to continue their smashing success that they had in the first couple of sets, despite a little bit of a, forgive the pun, please, a setback here, Kairos?
I'll say
Thank
you
you for
caught
the
me off
pity
guard
laugh. I
more than
appreciate
just
with that.
that, but that was pretty good. I love it. It's going to be interesting. 2-1. They're going to be facing off in Bounty and at least Siege as well. Because this is the best 4 out of 7 matches between Team Blue and Team Red. Each game mode.
Swallow.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just like I even swallowed it, and my my face is still swelling up with saliva. It's just delicious. Okay, we got Ark showing off as Team Blue. Such a great guy. He was given such a fantastic shout out by Team Nova as the person that brought them together yesterday, and they did end up winning the championship. And looks like they're going to be playing together. Ark with Team Nova. We have our champions here. Spen LC. I know for a fact that Ark has played with Nova, Spen LC, and Cerulean a ton, as well as with Tom. But these guys go way back, and that's not Tom. There we go. There we go. Cerulean is here ready to help support him. And we got my good friend Woody. Your voice changed a little bit, huh?
Well, you know, my name is Wood. How's it going,
Howdy,
everybody?
y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
I'm Woody.
I wanted to try this sour candy you guys got up here.
You got to try it out here.
This is the one that I was interested about. I didn't know if it was going. I can't read what it says on the package, but it ought to be pretty interesting. We're gonna try it.
It's got sour power in the center as soon as you bite into it. Okay, so Holit here is a Korean YouTuber actually. And he's got 73,000 trophies, or 73,000 subscribers. 73,000 trophies. That's a lot of trophies. No, 73,000 subscribers. It was very impressive here. Playing with Tang Hoong and the other, his fellow teams here from, let's see.
Those guys.
Space Station Gaming. I keep on getting mixed up here. Now it's Team Red and Team Blue is what really matters.
Akil, Tang Hoong, and Coupe de Ace. They did very well in this grand finals as well.
It was really close with their championship right there.
Yeah, definitely really was.
So the question is, who do you guys think is going to win? We've got Holit with 73,000 subscribers and Ark with 29,000 subscribers. Ark does have more trophies at 18K and Holit has 16K, but you know that could be just the difference of you taking a little bit of time to you know, once you push your Brawlers up to 500 trophies, like that's what you really need to do. And so
Right.
You don't know.
Yeah, and I know that Ark's been spending a ton of time lately on his new project, Brawl League Europe. It's actually really cool. Definitely a lot of good Brawl Stars action over on both of these guys' channels, so you definitely want to go check them out.
Yes, absolutely here. So, Team Blue is currently ahead in the lead, 2-1. Team Red winning that second matchup. Now, for those of you guys that are just joining the stream now and maybe missed some of the explanations earlier, we have 8 of your favorite content creators with the 8.
Yes,
let's
it's
actually go ahead and see what this next
the
challenge
fourth
is.
penalty. Let me see.
suspense.
Oh,
What's it gonna be? Oh.
party hat on face.
Oh.
Party hat
Let's see
on
what
face.
it is.
Okay.
I've been looking forward to this one. Yeah, that looks pretty darn interesting. We'll see how these guys look at them through this tiny little hole over there on
This is literally tunnel vision. Playing Brawl Stars. What are they gonna do? What's their strategy with this?
I
Lex?
mean, I guess
not aside from to not look like a complete.
I think that strategy's out the window. They all look not so smart at the moment. It looks hilarious. Look at Holet there, who is not a. You know what? He's also performed extremely well in a tournament here lately. You remember that one?
Yes, in the Opens, he actually made it up to the finals.
Yeah.
He did end up. I mean, I guess if he faced up against the finals, that would have been him getting taken out. And almost making it here, but Ark's I don't think Ark understands how this works.
Yeah, you've got to look through it, Ark, not smell through it. There we go. That's what we're talking about. But yeah, Holet is so good. He almost qualified for these grand finals by himself, but you know he just barely missed it here. We'll see what kind of. Let's see how well he can play with a party hat over his face. He's looking a little confused right now. I don't think your finger goes there. That's where you're supposed to look, buddy.
I'm excited to see the map. The last time we had something distracting your eyes, like what you could see, we literally had Daryl running into the minecart.
Just lumbering face first into a minecart, not realizing what was about to happen. Let's see if this is actually this. So it's maybe not quite as obstructed, but it's very pinpoint looking down at your device, and so your field of view is very narrow.
Are they? What's the goal here? Do you try and keep the device as far away from you so you can see as much as you can?
I guess that might be a distance, but I mean, then your device is a lot further away from you, and everything's gonna be smaller as well. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I've got to admit,
busting up.
I've never done this before, so
we should try this on one of our videos. That'd be hilarious. I've got to say, I think what I would do is I'd play a tanky brawler, a short-range, close-up brawler, and just focus on wherever my character is. And then as soon as I see, look at that face.
He looks extremely confused, not sure what is going on or where he is. All that he knows is that Brawl Stars is coming up and he needs to be able to hit some sort of stars. But I actually like your strategy of being able to just take a tanky brawler, because if you can't see very far, you know that like Bull, somebody comes up into view, well then you know you can just hit them right there when they're really close to you.
Or maybe like Colt, who, nope. No, Ark. Try again. Try again.
Ark's being sneaky over here, trying to cheat. Keep him in line, referees.
The
You're
referee
right there.
keeps looking at him, scolding him, and Ark's like, come on. I'm not supposed to be able to do this.
He said, how is this supposed to work? It's not. That's the whole goal here, Ark, is it's not supposed to work. You're supposed to look like a dummy and have a lot of fun. That's exactly what we're going to do.
Oh, man, that is too great. You know, another option could be playing like a long-range brawler that does a lot of damage, but who reloads their shots a lot, like, you know, 8-bit or Colt. So you can just, like, aim randomly. And you could actually see where your aiming reticule is. So you could actually look for where an enemy target is and move your aiming so that you can actually see it and try and line up your shots. That could work out as well.
I still vote for the brainless option where you just wait till someone shows up and then you spam one button.
Of course you'd go with the brainless option.
Of course
here.
I would.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Whether or not it takes smarts. I love watching them try to communicate with each other. Like, hey, man, what are we going to do here?
It looks like they're having a lot of fun, though. Even though the games have not started quite yet, they are, you know, having their own little game.
They're enjoying it here. This is going to be great. I'm excited to see this here. Now, if I remember correct, was it Nova versus SSG originally in the competition? No, it was not. Nova faced off against
Dr. HK.
Dr. HK. That is correct. But we do know SSG did get taken out in that first quarterfinals, and they want to try to prove themselves here.
Sure they do. Even if it's they have to prove themselves with a party hat over their face, like a big cone nose.
You know what I say? Ain't no party like a brawl party.
Ain't no party like a cone on your face party. That's the classic saying. That's what all the cool kids say, Kairos.
Here at the Brawl Stars parties, we don't put the cones on top of our heads. We put it in front of our face and play Brawl Stars staring at a screen.
Spin with his head down. Looks a little bit like an aardvark there.
An aardvark.
An aardvark. Oh, look at what we've done there.
Oh,
the
man.
cringe just doesn't stop
This is
here.
the commentary you guys came here for. Oh, boy. I'm excited to see what happens here, though. I know the Arc has played a lot of Brawl Stars competitively. He's played with these players a lot. They're actually really good friends.
Yeah.
They met over on Arc's Discord. Nova gave them a great shout-out at the end of the stream yesterday. It was like, hey, we just won the championship. We wanted to thank Arc for supporting us this whole time.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty touching there. Camera over on Arc. I was talking to Arc. He was like, I just wish this camera would stop looking at me. I'm just here trying not to cry.
Yeah, he said as soon as, like, after the very first game, or the very first set, he's like, oh my gosh, if they win this all, I'm totally going to lose it and break down.
Yes.
So it is very emotional for him that his such good friends were able to win the World Championship, which is really awesome. And now he gets to play with them, albeit with a partying fat on their face.
On their face. This is too great. I'm excited to see what they do. They're getting their brawlers ready. They're choosing. I still don't know what their option is going to be. We're playing in Bounty.
Bounty.
And so
do
Bounty,
we know which map? It's been a little bit different than what the list we've got here.
Long range is typically what you want to do.
No, which Bounty map specifically?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out here in
Okay.
just a moment. They'll show it to us.
Okay. Because they had a list here, and it's not quite exactly the same as what we thought it was going to be, so we're all watching it for the first time, just like you are.
Either way, though, the meta typically stays the same for most of the Bounty maps.
That's true,
so
unless we're talking Snake Prairie.
This is such a great challenge for Bounty, though. Long range. Aquila's playing in Mortis. This is going to be great. He's got to deal with a Rosa, a Daryl, and a BB. That is so rough. I'm really liking Blue Team's matchup.
It's going to be a long day for Aquile right here.
He's going to have to wait for Brock and Piper to deal a lot of damage to his teammates, or to the enemies, and then clean up there.
Not only can he not see anything, but when he does see something, it's going to be a big tanky brawler shooting him in the face.
In the face. Exactly right. He was able to go in there and get the star, though. Those goats on their faces, check them out. They're not letting it.
They're like slowly walking up the right side, waiting to see if they see somebody. Swinging at nothing. It doesn't matter. They got a kill.
Oh, man. Aquile's in a rough spot. He's just like, I can't even check the bushes here. What do I do? I'm just staring. The smiles on Arc's face, though. I love that. He's like, I can't even do anything here.
Yeah,
he just got hit. Tang Hoon was able to hit that shot.
He hit.
Holy, dropping the Piper shot.
Ooh, nice.
Spen LC going in there and dealing some damage to Tang Hoon.
Really smart play by Spin. He kind of just hid the bushes, waiting for that super to roll up, or to build up, so that he can become the assassin, which is what he needs here. And he can take out all three of these brawlers if he gets up to him.
Look at that attacking that bush over there. I think it scared him.
You've got to show that bush who's the boss.
Oh, no. Nova is just absolutely dominating. Blue team is dominating red team right here. Hold it, he's actually hitting some of his shots, but they just have so much HP over on their side. It's hard for them to actually compete with that.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely. He's just hiding in that corner. He's like, okay,
he's
if
got all
somebody
those
comes over
stars.
here, I'll take him out.
Look
at that super
huge
from
super.
Tang Hoon. They did not even have a chance to run away from it as soon as those bombs are dropping.
Yeah, those rockets fell down. Spin wasn't able to get away because he had so much health. However, Arc was not quite as lucky.
Look at those. How is Holit doing this? Tang Hoon throws down another super, and Cerulean's just trying to run away.
Wait, is Tang Hoon even playing with the cone on his face? It doesn't seem like it with all the shots that he's hit.
Arc is trying to avoid the shots, and he could not, but we are still 14-5, and I think that Blue Team is going to get this another victory right here.
I mean, they'd
have to get rid of Spen LC, and Spen is just hiding in that bush. He's going right. What he thinks he's trying to escape. What is he doing?
Up is down, down is up, left is right. It doesn't matter. They won that game in commanding fashion. That was a mismatch of epic proportions.
That was so great. Look at Arc's face, man. Oh, that is so fantastic.
They're all having a good time.
Oh, man.
I love to see that.
Holy there.
They're all just, being able to, let their hair down, so to speak, and have a good time.
Take the cone off of their head.
That's a good thing.
That's exactly right. So it looks like they're actually going to be swapping out Aquile for Tang, or is it Coupe d'Ace is going to be jumping in there? Believe so.
Perhaps so.
We'll actually see. But now is when the game actually becomes a little bit more serious here. Okay, we've got the cones are coming off.
Yes.
They're getting ready. Coupe d'Ace. Yes, Coupe d'Ace is coming in to face off against them, and we'll see how this
They'll
works
be able
out.
to actually see their targets and play normally. Although like Tang Hung there was actually hitting shots even with the cone on his face. Really
He
impressive.
was.
You got to think that he's only going to be able to step it up a notch when he doesn't have that distraction.
You know what I think? I think he
Please tell
practiced
me,
this.
what do you think? Oh, come on now. You can't practice what you don't even know.
He foretold the future. He found out what all of the challenges were, and he practiced each one of them to get an advantage. And the cone head was his favorite, I think.
So he just practiced it day and night, preparing for this solitary moment where he can shine and show the world that he can play Brawl with the cone on his face.
Unfortunately,
Perfect
he
theory
forgot
there.
to tell his teammates, though, because they did end up losing there. Nova's feeling happy, though. This is just some good fun right here. They're letting their hair down, just like you said, and they're excited to just show, hey, you know what, we're having fun, but we're still good players.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those cones come off of your face, and
Now
it gets
we'll see
serious.
a much more serious match, and you know these guys are going to be battling out, which is going to be a lot of fun to see. But yeah, Arc over there with Tom and Cerulean. Looks like Spin is probably going to be sitting out this game. But it should still be a really cool match. Let's see what kind of comp they did. You know, the comp that they had last time worked really well, but I bet you.
I think it was really good for what they had going for
Yeah,
them. I mean,
with the disadvantage that they were stuck with, the brawlers that they chose were extremely good for that.
Yes, those tanky brawlers, all you have to do is just focus on keeping the cone on your face and just look at where you're looking, or look, of course, you're going to look where your brawlers, look where you're standing, move around until you find somebody and then just spam that auto aim.
I usually try to look not where I'm looking, but I mean, I guess you can look where you're looking as well.
So that's why whenever we're playing, we were playing power play earlier, that's what you were doing, that's why we lost.
I remember getting the star player, but anyway.
Except that we lost 2 of those matches.
That's true, we did.
We did. It was our third random's fault.
Yes, always. Wait, our third random was Woody. It was Woody's fault. He can't defend himself right now. We're going to blame Woody.
He's not.
They're not going to have anybody to blame on stage because they are vastly better players than us. I'm actually curious to see what, the red team over here, what do they change up? I bet you they're going to change up their comp completely.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if blue team also swapped it up a little bit as well.
I think so too. Piper, Tick, Brock.
Yeah, playing layer cake is what this map should be here.
Yep. Piper, Tick, Brock.
Yeah,
solid
Piper, Tick,
Carl.
there's no bans, and so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Piper, Tick, and Brock.
Yeah.
That's probably what we'll see here. It's a safe bet.
I want one of these purple jackets that these guys are wearing. I know. They're really snazzy.
Or you know what I really want? I want that El Rey Primo cape that the champions won last night. The Nova, they got those El Rey Primo capes.
Those were pretty awesome.
Talk about exclusive Brawl merch. Okay, so we're seeing blue team Nova doing exactly what we thought they were going to do, and red team's actually swapping it up a little bit. Gene and Carl, also good choices, but I think they're going to be a little outranged here.
Yeah, Tick's going to be a problem for him. Unless Gene's able to get a really nice pull, but
or if Carl's able to charge up his super.
Yeah, Carl can always.
Tick is very weak against a Carl with his super right now. That protective pirouette is so good, and it doesn't even matter because Tick can't even get his shots on most of the time.
Right.
So this is a little bit more traditional, what you might see in the ladder, competitive players going with those ambush star power. Look at Holet. Look at that, going into the perfect position. Such a good shot. He knew where he was hiding. He went exactly where he needed to, and barely just peeked around the corner to do it. Look, Holet is making some fantastic plays right here.
Not only did he take him out, but he meandered right up into position, used that super to jump out, blow up the wall. Now they've got nowhere to hide in the middle. Not only does that hurt, like Piper being able to, it hurts everybody on their team, especially Tick.
Absolutely. Akile's in a really tough spot right here. He tries to get out there, uses that super, almost he basically takes Brock down to half health, but that is not enough before he gets taken out. And we're 4-7. Both teams could win this. It's going to come down to the very final, I think, at least for right now. Coup de Ace throwing down some shots against Arc, and Arc decides to fall back, or he needs to at least. He gets pulled by Coup de Ace and gets taken out. And now Red Team has a very
Arc
solid
tried
lead.
to turn tail and run. Coup de Ace grabbed that tail and yanked him right back in and took him down. But with Cerulean rolling over to the right-hand side, Arc's going to try over on the left. But look at that. We've got Akile with his super over there, taking his eyes off Arc. With some teammates responding, he decided discretion is the better part of Valor right there.
He was going to go for it, but Cerulean respawned, and he knew he was going to be in a tough spot. So he's able to stop that super from Tick. And when's he going to go in here? This might be the time. No, he's in a rough spot. Tick is giving him a very difficult time. He does not have the HP to go on the offense like he would like to. He is healing, and Tick does miss some of those shots, and he is now in a good spot.
Yeah, well, Cerulean got taken out by Achille on the right-hand side, or else Cerulean definitely would have been able to take him down, but...
We're down to the last 10 seconds here, and no, blue team has to do... Looks like they're pulling Tom over there. They're able to get another goal, and red team is absolutely crushing this. Look at that. Oh, man. Holy even drops down a little bit early just to show them, hey, you know what? We got this. We lost the first one, but... we don't have cones on our head anymore.
Listen, you guys can win with a cone on your face, but we've got it when we want to play normal.
You guys rocked the cone better than we did. We'll give you that.
Right.
But when the cones come off, the gamers get serious.
Yeah, you know, I don't even know exactly what you'd be able to do a bunch different. I mean, they just got outplayed there.
They really did.
I mean, it's not like the comps were pretty even. A little bit different, but not too bad. But
you know
they
what?
just got outplayed.
What it came down to is that Carl, he had his super and he was ready to take out Tick, but you know, blue team, they just weren't able to get in there is really what it came down to.
Yeah. Yeah, they were able to control him pretty well there and pretty much dominate the game from top to bottom. We'll see what they do to respond, because if they can get this one more win right here, pick up this extra set, that's going to put it at, you know, the match set up for the next one coming up. It will put all the pressure over on the red team, so you know they want this. And plus, is Spen coming back in for this match? Let me take a look.
He might be. He very well might be. I would not be surprised. Spen was known as one of the aces of the team. You know, he was very humble. When they accepted the prize, they're like, hey, who's your MVP? And Spen was like, I think that we're all MVPs. But a lot of people would say that he's the team leader of their team.
Yeah,
and so
he is going to be coming back in with Tom for this last match, or at least that's what we have down on paper. It should be. They've been sticking to that pretty close. Looks like he's taking the seat right now. He's going to lock and load and see if they can get this last game.
You know, he did really well with that cone. We'll see what he can do without it.
I'm sure he can play a whole heck of a lot better than he did with a cone on his face.
They've got to do something, though, because they simply just got outplayed that last match. And Holy was actually doing a really... Ark is giving him that motivational shoulder rub.
Loosening him up, getting the ace ready there for some action. Oh, look at... And Holy's like, no, yeah, I'm not going to massage you guys' back. Ark may be over there doing it, but me, these fingers are only for Brawl Stars.
That's exactly right. Oh, man, and he was showing it with those Piper shots. He did such a good job getting those shots. And Spen.
He's feeling nice and loose right now.
He is.
Nice and relaxed. Shoulders all taken care of.
He doesn't have anything to prove.
No. Oh, gosh, no.
They already won the championship, and so they're just here to have some fun.
Yeah, that trophy, got to hold it last night afterwards, and when we were all meeting with the players and stuff, that thing was heavy and awesome, though.
It was.
So cool. So cool.
Such an awesome trophy. And I wonder which one gets to take it home.
Do you think they're going to make extras? Lots of times they'll make one for everybody.
They might. That would make sense.
Yeah.
I was going to say they might give it to Ark.
Well, that would be cool.
I don't think that they would do that.
No, I don't think
you know,
so.
it's like, hey, Ark, we love you.
We like you, but not that
That's
much.
our trophy.
We worked hard for that one.
And they did work very hard.
Yeah.
The competition was so intense, and they ended up actually sweeping in the finals.
I know, it's crazy.
Against Animal Champadu, they won. Well, they lost like one game, but they ended up taking all 3 sets. So, okay, mirror matchup here.
Nope,
not mirror matchup. It's
Close
Tick
up.
versus Carl. It's the same thing as earlier.
So they went ahead and stayed with Tick. They believe in the Tick play. They just swapped out the Brock for a Gene.
You know, interestingly enough, I actually felt like Ark and Holy did really well. I didn't feel like either team was really carrying them at all. It's
no, Holy made some really, really great plays, especially early on in that match. They really set the tone.
Yes, absolutely.
Look, I mean, look at it.
But they are swapping lanes here. Ark is going to go face up on the other side to try and keep... Look at that. Spen's able to get that first kill. That's so important. They got the star in the middle. They got the first kill. It's 3-0. Now they have more control. Plenty of room for them to fall back. And Spen does pop that super, breaking down some of the walls and some of the grass.
Ooh.
Taking another kill against Holy. 5-0 in the first 30 seconds of this. That is a lead that you absolutely need in these competitive matches. That's so hard. It's going to be very difficult for them to come back from, but all they have to do is just get kills to do so. If they take out Arc or Spen LC, then that would put them in the lead that they need.
Yeah, so Spin there, he played the beginning of this match almost identical to the way Holit played the last one. Getting some shots, getting a kill, and then breaking open that center, which is going to give them a huge advantage moving forward here. But Tom, getting pounded on from 2 different directions, is going to have to make a hasty retreat to get back there and get some safety. But Arc, he's pushing on the other side while Tom's retreating. Arc's pushing. That way it keeps that team back.
They're doing such a good job right here. Arc had his super and forced them back, and now they've got them. Well, actually, they're kind of red team is actually regaining some control here. Spen's hiding in that one little corner. Holy knows how to hit in there, though, and Spen's actually going to move a little bit over to the side, throw out some shots that does miss them, and Coop to Ace is helping to kind of put some pressure on him as well. Spen gets really close up to Holy. Tang comes in there. Spen ends up jumping away, and Coop to Ace pulls the super, brings Tom over there, is able to take Tom out, and now it is 7-2. Red team really has to apply this pressure here if they want to do it. Tom ended up wasting his super, unfortunately, with 14 seconds left. They get another kill, I think solidifying this victory for them.
Yeah, it was actually a really brilliant play by Tankoon. He was actually going to be.
Look at that.
There's just not enough time. That's going to be game right there. But they played way better that game than they did the last one. Arc was able to really hold his own on his side, and Spin played just wonderful in the center.
They did such a good job. And now that we've played 4 matches, red versus blue, we're actually going to see a return with Corey facing off against Gustavo. Corey representing blue and Gustavo representing red. And that's going to happen in Siege. But first, let's go ahead and take a look and see what prizes they got.
Got some nice prizes. Are they going to be nice or are they not? Are they going to be useless or are they going to be awesome? We are about to find out. He's debating which one to open up.
It's a big box.
Is he looking happy? Over here we've got, oh. They may say, I don't know if they're going to consider this useless, but I want some. Ooh, we got some AirPods on them.
Oh, I kind of like the dank meme glasses.
I know. I think I'd rather have the glasses, honestly.
Those AirPods are great, but those glasses.
You don't see those every day.
You're just walking around Busan wearing those, man. You're going to be one cool cat.
That's really funny right there.
That is a great useless prize.
That is awesome.
Oh, man. I wonder if you can even see through it. Maybe that's why it's useless. You're just staring it up.
That would make sense. But that was a lot of fun.
Oh, man. Anyways, that is that's so great. But this is not over. We're going to see some more casters coming in a little bit later on, and I gotta try this on here, Lex.
Let's do it.
Let's try this on.
Let's try these on to see how they felt whenever they were, playing those over there. But oh man.
Oh my gosh, how did they play?
I literally can see nothing. How did they pull this off?
Hey, Lex, you look a lot better than you normally do. So, yeah. Hey, Woody.
Woody,
where'd you go? I literally can't find him again. I seriously cannot find him. That is so great.
That's really great. That's actually really hard to see through. I don't know how in the world they managed to play with those on his face. Kairos just can't get over it.
Yeah, there's no way. I'm trying to figure it out.
Did
you take yours off? I'm sitting here looking like an idiot.
We're going to take a short break here, but we're going to be right back with some more Brawl Stars Invitational action.
In just a minute.
In just a minute. It's going to happen. Are you sure?
And we're going to fill it for just another minute here before that does
Yellow
happen.
polka dots, was that your preferred style? I'm kind of liking the white and blue stars.
Start one.
あ、カール。あ、飛ぶ。飛ぶ。ジン。おお、すげえ。いくいくいく。レオレオ。おお、すげえ。ブル。サスってそんなんいたっけ？用紙とか何？シェリー。こっちこっち。こっち。こっち。こっち。こっち。あ、文字。行こう。あ、ちょっと行こう。フェイク。MG. 오케이 오케이. 와. 오케이.
Dynamite.
Spike.
Sing.
Já era. É de manhã,
Rico. Eight-bit?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Piper, Shelly, Spike, Bull, Shelly, Poco, Penny, Jesse. Yeah. Carl.
Spike.
Oh, Tara.
Best influencers have gathered for Brawl Stars Invitational 2019. These 8 influencers bring some gifts and also some useless items as prizes. Influencers and players make a team, and they compete against each other. Battle, red versus blue. Step 1, solo showdown match. Influencers play a solo showdown match and are ranked from 1st to 8th. Step 2, Starting from rank 8, influencers choose their team color and the game mode that they want to play. But the higher ranked player gets a chance to move the lower ranked player's position. Step 3. Check out the special penalty modes, only in Brawl Stars Invitational 2019.
And welcome back. Welcome back to the Brawl Stars Invitation. Camera is right somewhere about, right there. Welcome back to the Brawl Stars Invitational. We're having a great time here in Busan, South Korea. Woody,
Yes.
do you have anything?
Oh, I had some googly eyes on.
But so it's just me that looks like an idiot right now.
Well, yeah, as usual. Sorry
These
about
guys.
that,
Now I just
bud.
got a normal hat.
You're having a little party over there.
I am. It won't cut off my headphones.
Well, we are celebrating here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is the Brawl Stars Invitational, the post-show for the World Finals, where we saw Nova Esports become the first ever world champions. Right now, we have got some of the best YouTubers from around the world joined up with those pro players to find out which one of them is going to emerge victorious, the blue team or the red team. So far, blue leads 3-1.
Yeah, and they're also here to find out who is going to get, cool things like AirPods and who's going to get a toilet paper dispenser. It's part of it. Just roll with it.
Roll. Nice one
We
there.
did there?
I see what you did there.
Oh, man. They're participating in some really fun challenges while the first game is going on. Everything from, like you saw, this cone head or the cones on your face to googly eyes to a lot of
chewing some really sour candies.
Actually, that's not. I didn't think
Which
the
I've
candy was that
actually-
sour. It was pretty good.
Maybe the Korean palate is a bit more sensitive to the sour because I have been able to handle it pretty well.
The beast, he's been getting them all over here. Let's go down the stage and find out.
First up for blue team. Whoa, it's actually hit me pretty hard. It's going to be Coach Corey with 18,000 trophies.
Yeah, he was really dominant in that first game. They're sitting next to Jack Chepo of Tribe Gaming. It's going to be, since we've moved on to the 5th set there, as you saw the picks earlier, it's going to be Coach Corey versus Gustavo as we've taken a look at Crying Man flexing those muscles for the camera.
Yeah, Coach Corey scored several of the goals in that Brawl Ball set and was highly competent, well paired with his Tribe teammates. On the other side of the arena, Gustavo.
The dabbing maniac looking pretty good over there. His team, they win it to 3 games in that highest. It was a pretty closely contested, but they're looking. This is interesting because it's SSG Brazil versus Tribe Gaming, which is a rematch. So we'll see if they come back with a little bit of chip on their shoulder, something to prove. See if they can get another shot at taking them down.
Well, Tribe's done it once. Can they do it again? I see confidence from the Brazilian team, though. I don't think that they're phased at all by the fact that they dropped the quarterfinals to Tribe. And this time they've got Gustavo on their team.
Yeah.
Maybe he is the secret weapon that they need
to
deconstruct this North American juggernaut.
We'll have to see what kind of crazy challenge we're going to be getting right here.
All right, we're going to be sending it down to the front where we will soon find out who is going
Yes,
or what the
Suminon
challenge
is
is
here once again. Let me pick another penalty. And we have vertical play. Oh, let's see how it's done.
Upon a time, vertical play was the way Brawl Stars was set up, but you've got a greater field of vision now. You've got better control over the screen, unless you just happen to turn it 90 degrees due to an invitational challenge such
right,
as this.
Exactly. Coach Corey looking extremely confused there about how he was even supposed to do this, but yeah, for those of you who haven't played Brawl Stars for a long time, back in beta, the game was completely turned vertical. It was portrait mode, and they're going to be a little bit of reminiscence of that, but actually looks like Gustavo's got a way to be able to do it here.
Yeah, not too hard. You just got to cock your head to the right a little bit there. You might get a crick in your neck, but
it's only for a couple minutes.
Yeah, if you pick up the win, it's got to be worth it.
I mean, they could pick up the win real quick, and it's Siege. You can win in one quick push, so maybe that's a strategy. just get it over and done with real quick, and then you can go back to being normal again.
So do you think that this is going to be an advantage for the phone players or the tablet players? It looks like phone would be easier to swip swap, but tablet, you might still, you know, you've got bigger figures on the screen. It might be easier to see and spot what you need to aim at.
Sure. I'm not sure how much of an advantage it would be either way, but I do know that I'm interested to see how Jack Chepo is going to play, because Colt's not he's a rather high-skilled brawler, being able to hit all the shots and strafe with your shots, and he's not doing it in a standard way with that, you know, tablet or phone sideways, so it's going to be extremely hard for him to be able to nail those shots.
You're right about
to find out.
that. Yeah, these precise aim is very difficult when your phone is turned sideways, so maybe we expect to see a few more tap shots in here rather than aiming shots. But wow, really good hits there from Jack Chepo right off the bat. We're going to get 1 and 2 bolts now for the blue team if they can just pick up the one that they earned over there with the kill.
Yeah, Crying Man goes down. He was trying to get that last one right up there, but Gustavo was able to take him out and pick up the 2 bolts there in the center. That's going to give him a nice advantage after this bot spawns, and he's running in. They're going to have 3 ready to go, but that bot is going to have a hard time making it through unless they get taken out, which they do. All 3 are charging in right at the backside of that bot. Are they going to be able to get any damage? No. They decide to go ahead and abort that mission, drop back, and see if they can regain control of the center.
Hey, one mistake in a close race such as this could be a lot of trouble. It's going to be double trouble, though, as Bull and Daryl charge in to no avail. Rosa shuts them down. The boxing botanist has had her day, but she lost her bushes up on the top side. I know she's going to be regretting those wilting flowers.
Yeah, that is actually crazy that Jack Chepo, I was saying, I wonder how well he's going to be able to hit those shots. He was nailing them, took him out, and even gave him a little spin afterwards. Like, yeah, I can play with this device even sideways. And now with a level 6 siege bot coming in, they really need to do some damage here.
Aggressive.
Because
they're shutting down this bot in the middle.
Yeah, if they don't get some damage here, they're going to have to deal with a very big 5-bolt deficit coming out of it. And they did. They had still 0 damage on the Ike.
Yikes. Well, blue team did have possession of mid, but they're down by 5 bolts, and they're dropping like flies. Crying Man eliminated over on the left side, and that's going to leave red with center possession and a massive bolt lead. They're going to get that final siege and deliver the coup de grace.
Yeah, I don't know what else you can do unless you manage to somehow mount the same sort of defense that they were able to. You're going to lose this game, because here comes a big, thick level 12 siege bot rolling down the middle of this field.
Level 12, and it's going awfully fast. A super there from Colt. He launches it into that bot, but he's forced to retreat now. Damage onto the blue team safe is coming in like an avalanche. The bot is pummeling away, and that's going to be all there is to it. This Ike turret is dust.
Yep, that looks like the red team can play better with their devices sideways. They did a great job there. The story of that game was defense, defense, defense. They mounted a few bots, then threw them at the red team, and they just stopped them in their tracks. Like you said, they would attack it at mid-court there and then drop back and finish it off again.
Red sitting back, charging their laser as blue team got the first 2 siege bots, but when they're ready to fire that laser, it blasts straight through, leaving only charred remains.
1-0 now for the red team. They're going to swap those devices back to the way they should. They're going to maybe pick some new brawlers, and they're going to try this again. I don't even know if you can really take much away from that first one. They actually played a lot better than I thought that they would. I thought it was going to be a little more discombobulated than they were. They seemed to be playing somewhat normally. I don't know how much they felt it affected them, but they all looked like they were playing pretty darn good.
We've got our referees on site just to ensure that they keep their devices at that prime 90-degree flop. Setting them vertical is the challenge here for this match. Team Blue ahead 3-1 in the set score, and Team Red hoping that with this win here, they can not only defeat the team that knocked them out in the quarterfinals, but also give their other influencers a fighting chance.
Yeah, and they're definitely going to need this, because if they lose these next 2 games, then that will be the end of the road for the red team. But Red team's looking really strong right now, and they are probably going to be hopping into some games here very shortly and looking to see if they can keep this momentum going in the way. Parzival there, he was really playing up to the camera earlier. It was great. He was having a good time, but he looks a lot more serious right now. Maybe that's because it's those Tribe guys that knocked him out and sitting on the other side.
Yeah, he dropped that first set on the stage, but he's not going to let it happen again. Picks up the first game here. Corey looking at ease, you know, does not feel as confident as he did in that first set, picking up both games, but still Parzival on the other side, finding that holy grail of the first win. Can he make use of it, unleash its power to get the second and close out the set?
He's got Gustavo on his side there, and I know actually Gustavo and Coach Corey both very well, and they're actually some of the better players among all the YouTubers. They're both really exceptional players. So the Tribe guys and the SSG guys got to feel pretty good that they've got some really good players there at their sides.
Scratching their head, waiting for this next game to go. It looks like most of these players have locked in their Brawlers, assembling their comps. Do you expect to see any changes here? Which Brawlers do you think were particularly strong in vertical play, and which might need to be taken out?
Man, I don't know. I think that both teams got to feel pretty deep. I mean, Tribe did a great job. Are they going to change anything? Well, here's the answer on one side, no. On the other side, no. They're going to go at it again.
Same as before.
Yeah, I mean,
run it back. It's a repeat.
They actually played pretty good. I mean, Tribe did. They played pretty good, held the control of the center, got some robots they just never able to capitalize on, so they just got to realize we got to fix that mistake. And on the other side, hey, you dominated. Why change?
Slash and Chepa moving to the center to try to grab that bolt on the left side, but it's going to be Tufa who picks up the first one. And the same deal over on the right side. The story continues as Red is going to hold on to the first couple of bolts here, but will they be able to grab the first bot? We've got a comeback here from the blue side as they've been able to get a couple of kills in the center. Blue loses the first bot, but it looks like they still will have a bolt advantage. Can they keep this defense up against a level 2 siege bot and deny any damage on their Ike turret?
Yeah, with that last bolt spawning there, they were able to even up the bolt score, and that bot is, again, not going to hardly even make it in range of the Ike before it's taken out. So really great defense there by Tribe. But on the downside, they have lost position in the center, and they're slowly trying to work their way back up. Tufa rolls in over at Coach Corey, but Coach Corey throwing those thorny fists at him and backs him back off. That way, now they do have control of the center, but in the middle, Jack Chepo versus Gustavo. Gustavo's got a range advantage and probably a damage as well. I mean, this is actually not a very favorable matchup for Jack Chepo, as well as that huge super is giving bonus to the rest of his team as well.
Knocks down that damage boosting turret there in the center, and it's going to be a level 9 siege bot coming on in for Red. Our melee fighters are going to be wailing away at it, trying to stall and delay so that Colt can get a few more shots off. If he can get a superhero, it would just be so clutch, but looks like he does get it lined up. Some shots in the back, and that's no damage on the blue team safe. A big lead for them now.
This is almost an identical game to last one, except in reversage for the teams. That's a word, reversage. Don't worry about it. But yeah, they've been able to get the bots, but they've been able to stop them. Now they've been slowly building more and more bolts, and if they continue this, they're going to end this game with another big siege bot coming over at SSG.
Someone's got to get some damage in there. Team Blue ahead in bolts, but Red is catching up quickly. The last siege in 5 seconds. Who's going to get it? Blue team with 8, Red with 7. It looks like it's going to be an 8 for Blue. A second too soon. Red's going to get more bolts in the end, but Blue had it when it was time to spawn.
They really need to watch out for Bull. I thought that Parzival was going to try to dive in there. Slash just needs to roll in and get any damage. There you go. That's all they needed. Game, set. Not game set, but they're going to win this game for Tribe right there. Tribe and Coach Corey, I should say.
For Team Blue.
Team Blue.
In the advantage right now on the set score 3-1, and now tying it up in Siege. They are at a match point opportunity. They have one chance here and now to close it out. The reverse sweep in this Siege machine.
Yeah, like I said, that was really interesting that they played that almost exactly how they just lost the prior game. I don't think that was intentional. It's just the way it kind of worked out. But it looks like we're going to be swapping out a couple players. Looks like Crying Man is going to be stepping in there alongside Slash. Jack Chepo is going to be stepping out to play next to Coach Corey. And on the other side, we had one player change over there. New face over there next to Gustavo as well.
Yeah, as more bolts spawn in the later rounds, it's those second and third bots that are the crucial determinants to decide who's going to win.
Sure.
So losing that first bot isn't too big of a deal. It usually does mean that you lose control of the middle area there. Makes it more difficult to gather bolts going forward, but it's certainly something that you can come back from, just as we saw there with a massive blast from Colt, supering through all three enemy brawlers. That gave Team Blue the edge that they needed to eke out the win.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting to watch Chepo when he had that super ready. You'd see him sidestepping, lining up, just really working. It's going to line up that perfect shot so that he could nail all three of them at once, and he was able to do it. I don't think he took them all out, but it was definitely enough to back them off to where they didn't come up any further, and that robot died, and they were able to jump right back in there and take control now. I don't know if they're going to do anything different. Coach Corey looks pretty darn confident. He's saying everything is A-okay.
He always looks confident.
That's true, he does. He's got that swagger to him, does he?
Any lack of ability here on the main stage. He does have a bit of a swagger.
Right. He's looking pretty happy. I don't think that they're going to change anything. I mean, both teams have won in convincing fashion twice. So, I mean, why change up anything? Unless they want to try something to catch the other opponent off guard, which I don't know if you'd want to try something risky in a
No,
match
now's
point.
not the time. I think that they have their favorite brawlers set. They've each been able to get a win with their preferred comps. And I think that they're going to put it all on the line right now. Red team fighting for their lives to avoid that 4-1 shutdown by Team Blue, looking to clinch the win.
Yeah, the only thing that might change that is that we did have two new players step in. And so if, say Chepo stepped out, if Crying Man wasn't really wanting to play that Colt, he may pick somebody else. And same thing goes for the red team as well. But other than that, the team comps they had were very good.
Gearing up for game number 3, let us know in the chat if you are cheering on Gustavo and the Space Station Brazil fellas, or if it's Coach Corey and the tribe that you're rooting for.
Yep, Team Red, Team Blue. Right now, Team Blue's got the big upper hand. This could be it for them right here if they can win just one more game. Take home everything for their side of the teams. Gustavo, scooching around in the seat a little bit. Could he be feeling the nerves a little bit, knowing that this could be it?
No, he's getting comfy.
Oh, he's just settling in.
He's squeezing those cheeks in.
Just, squirming right into place, getting nice and comfortable. And look at him and Coach Corey. We're sitting there waving back and forth to each other. Now the signaling is done. Look at them going at each other.
Coach Corey, he's going to brush it off. He says, hey, nothing here. Oh, we just got a mirror over here from Gustavo.
He's got his
staring
eyes
him down. He brushes it off now. Oh, what's this?
I don't know what that one was.
He's going wide. Oh, he's doing a little bit of a bow.
Okay. All right.
Well, you can't bow yet, sir. You got to take the win first.
It looks like they're just about ready to go. We got Slash right there. Gustavo, Parzival, Beto. They played really good.
All right, here we have our lineups now. And we do see a mix-up over on the red team side of things. Blue team's going to keep that Daryl, Colt, and Rosa. But Rosa is also going to be joining the red team along with Poco. Some nice healing bonus for our red team now.
We saw that comp a lot, a healer double tank. However, over on the blue team with Coach Corey and the Tribe guys, they are keeping that Colt, exactly the same comp. They believe in it, and we're going to see if it pays off for them. But we've seen in this tournament that the Poco with the Decapo star power and 2 tanks is a vicious, vicious combo to go against.
Slash aggressively charging into the middle, but Beto's the first one to grab that bolt, and it looks like blue team is going to have to start catching up now. Crying Man grabs the second one, and a nice super clips both brawlers, but doesn't get a kill just yet. Blue team now forced to retreat as red has hold of the center and will be able to get the first siege bot.
Oh, yeah. They're actually in a great position right here. We've seen this comp work this way time and time again, and right now it's looking to be extremely dominant. Again, with the Poco just standing back there healing them, a big bot come in. Could they do this in one shot? It's very possible that they do.
Going for it.
40, 30, 20.
Attacking the safe, down to single digits. That's going to be it. 0% left, and Team Red has a smashing success in set number 5.
Holy smokes, that was quite the domination. You know what? Gustavo said that he was coming after Coach Corey right there, and he did just that. They took that comp that we've seen a lot, especially from like the Three Bears and Tribe even in Siege. They used that exact comp themselves, ran in there, and just bulldozed Coach Corey and the Tribe guys.
Magnificent mind games from our red team here. Oftentimes that first bot is a little bit weak. It's not something that you really want to charge in with that aggressively, but having gotten the team kill, a little bit stronger bot than usual, and feeling you know the hood spot coursing through their veins, they soared in and delivered the killing blow.
They got it indeed. Now what's even more interesting is what kind of presents are they going to get? Did you see the last one where the guy got the dank mean glasses?
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, I love that. I want to see that. But here we go. We're going to take a look at.
I'd wear those up on stage if they want to make a
absolutely make that delivery
contribution. Oh, check these out. We got some buds coming on in. Space Station Gaming gonna have a little bit of an upgrade for their listening. And what's over here? Is that some candy or
is it confetti?
Sequins, confetti.
It looks pretty useless though.
Whatever it is, it's not much, Kairos. Beads? Gems?
I don't even know.
Maybe, I think it's gems.
Are they useless gems?
You think they're gems?
They're not even real in-game gems that would be useful, huh?
You get 9 gems, just enough to sit there and twiddle your thumbs with. Not even enough to start a countdown.
You can't even. Yeah, that's exactly right. Not enough to do anything with. Such a close match. That first game, you know, it looked like just the fact that they were able to do that in one push. That was really crazy right there with red team being able to get that victory.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. That might be the first time that we've seen
a
kill with Siege in just one push.
I think what happened is the fact that they got that first kill. As soon as that robot was spawned, the red team was able to get a kill, and that allowed them to really push in there. They wiped the whole team, and that's what did it in for blue team.
Just like One Punch Man, that robot coming in the first single time pulverizes that Ike turret.
All it takes is one bot.
Yeah.
One bot team for Team Red. That is not even funny. I don't even know how I'm going with that, but oh well.
Wow, you're your own harshest critic, Kairos.
I am. Show me some love in the chat, please, guys. But
please clap.
Yeah, that's right. But next up, we're gonna continue this. It is 2 and 1. No, it's 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Yeah. Blue team is actually in the head
Still
here.
in the lead.
They've got a chance to shut it down here. We're going back to gem grab. And they definitely dominated it in gem grab earlier, but it's actually going to be a different team setup. It's going to be Arc versus Holit, which is actually what happened earlier, and Arc's team did a really good job at shutting them down.
Yeah, Arc picked up the victory in that 4th set, and since Blue has won a gem grab set before, you got to figure that that's going to be their forte. They've been backstage strategizing with their teammates, trying to figure out what is the correct comp to play on this map. Are we switching up maps? I do believe we've got a different one here, acute angle to run through, Kairos.
Yes, very likely it'll be acute angle, which is a little bit more of an open map. We might see some throwers, probably some long-range brawlers. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some 8-bit.
Maybe a little bit of tick, you think?
We could absolutely see some tick, but before that, we got to find out what their crazy challenge is going to be. The crazy challenges do impact things quite a bit.
They certainly do, but first we'll introduce our teams. On the blue side, it's Arc.
That's exactly right, and he's playing with his buddies from Nova, and they claim the championship. Really good friends, Spen LC right there. They've already proven themselves. They don't have to win this to say that they're the best in the world because they already are the best in the world.
Well, Arc has to win this to say he's the best in the world.
He does. He's got to say, hey, you know, I wasn't here just to be carried by my teammates here. Cerulean, though, these three go way back. Really good friends. Started originally just hanging out, talking with each other, playing a little bit of Brawl Stars, and Arc is actually one that actually pushed them a little bit to try and form a competitive team to try and qualify. On the opposite side, we've got Holit, who was actually one of the players in the Open Finals. He made it all the way up there, almost qualified, and wasn't able to quite push in there. Definitely a skilled player. Earlier, we saw him playing some Bounty and was just hitting shot after shot after shot. Unfortunately for them, though, it was not enough to actually solidify that victory for them.
Tanghug in the middle spot, waking up on stage. Member of Space Station Gaming is going to be joined by one of his comrades in arms, Akile with 21,555 trophies. That's one of the highest counts that we've seen, and I'm pretty sure that that's higher than any of the influencers that we've seen, except for Yamada.
Except for Yamada, 32,000 trophies. That is real. He is an absolute beast. And one of the seasons, he actually pushed his trophy or his account all the way up to 32,000 trophies, which is, if I'm not mistaken, I think that it is the highest record for trophy counts. If not, it's really close. There's probably 2 or 3 people that have over 30,000 trophies, and he's one of them.
And not just over 30,000, not just over 31,000, but over 32,000.
He really outdid it.
How many brawlers do we need to get in the game until we can get over 90,000?
Yes. Let me pick a penalty for
No,
set 6.
we'll find out, but let's see what this penalty is going to be.
Good call.
Oh, side blocker. Let's check the video.
Oh, your lung capacity is key to winning. Just like in swimming, right? You have to keep blowing on the paper to retain your sight, Kairos. Now I know you've got great lung capacity also.
Yes, I do. I've grew up singing and doing all that, but look at it's especially long right there. It's like it's like
hold on.
You can't even blow it away. It's just right in the front. There's no way he's gonna be able to do that unless you really blow hard on that.
How hard do these brawlers blow? We'll find out soon enough. You'll have to blow at an opportune moment too, because you can't keep it up and out of your face the whole time.
It's gonna have to be. They're gonna have to choose between communicating with each other and blowing it out of their face. Like it's like, okay, I'm gonna pass this. Oh wait, I don't know where you are because I can't see because I was giving you instructions.
They better not sneak that phone down too far, or else the paper isn't gonna block it. They have to hold the phone far up.
They might make them do that, exactly.
Tanghung's got like a little crease in his. I think both of them do.
They're like, okay, how can we make this happen? Arc earlier with the cone on his face. Now he's got a paper. I think it's like supposed to be a charm. Is that a braid? There's a braid on the back of it. I don't think that's his natural color of hair. Well, that might be his, but it definitely was not Arc's. They're embracing this culture here in Korea.
Is that a traditional Korean?
It might be Korean.
Oh, look, she's trying to fold the paper down, but it's not going. Nice try. He's like, no, I've got it wedged in there just the way I like it.
So if you were playing competitively here with this in front of your face, what would be your strategy?
To wake up, because surely I'm dreaming if I'm on the big stage like this.
You're like, wait, what? What just
like,
happened?
why am I here? No, but if that were me down there, I guess I would probably play someone like Piper, who could hide in the bush. I'd blow the paper up real quick, sneak out, try to get a pop shot, and then go back into the bush.
That's fair.
Yeah, is that a good idea?
Yeah, that's fair. You want to wait for the right opportunity, for that moment, you know, when you've reloaded all of your shots, you give it a good blow, keep it out of your eyesight for a little bit, and fire off all of your shots, and then go back and reload.
Blow me away!
Oh, exactly. I don't know if they could have prepared for this, though. I think they're being forced to hold their hands up a little bit higher than they want to. Arc's trying to keep it. Yep, it's working just a little bit. You got to have that good lung capacity, just like they said. The tip to winning this is the newest mode in Brawl Stars, and the tip is to have good lung capacity.
Elbows on the desk, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Wrists up at that 90-degree angle.
Okay. Gem grab. Hullet is playing Piper once again. He was so good earlier in Bounty, and I'm not surprised to see him playing it again. Such a skilled player. With Spike and Carl, that's no surprise there. We're seeing some Daryl as well. No surprise there as well. And it's going to come down to, we've got Spike versus Daryl, really, and Spike does a really good job of countering Daryl.
Here's my prediction. Carl is going to be really difficult to play on this. He's a guy who tosses that boomerang, and maybe for the first 30 to 60 seconds, they'll be able to blow fast enough to keep up with his reload speed, but eventually it's going to be difficult to keep that going.
Look at Ark there. He's really trying. I don't even know what Holit is doing.
Holit is not even blowing his paper.
He's gone Zen mode. Is he turning his head? Is that how he's doing that?
Oh, he's got the angle. Okay, so he's going to lack depth perception, but it looks like that isn't going to hurt him too much with a screen that's right in front of his face.
Yes, the game is three-dimensional, but it is a 2D top-down, so all you really need is just that one eye, I guess. We'll
Ark
see.
is talking. He's blowing. He's firing away as Carl, but he is stretched to the limits of his capabilities here.
I'm hoping he doesn't hyperventilate. He's doing the best that he can as Carl. This is super interesting. It's 2-5. Blue team does have control of the center, but red team is new. Oh, actually, you know what? Blue team's in a really good spot right there. Cerulean taking the kill, grabbing a couple of gems. He has his supercharged upper. Is he going to roll out? Doesn't even look like he needs to roll out. He's able to fall back, heal up a little bit, reload some shots, and get prepared for the next situation. Akile going in there, grabbing those gems. That is just excellent right there. Ark does get taken out, and it's a Piper off right in the center. Look at this move by Holit using the super to get in position, but Cerulean's actually able to super in there, take him out, grab the gems to start the count. Is he able to survive? It's really close. He uses the super, rolls away, and blue team is going to take another victory here.
Easy as pie, even trying to blow away all the paper in their face. They've been able to pull it off. Team Red peeking around and keeping their heads.
I think it's all that extra oxygen there. Ark is... It increased his capacity to play Brawl Stars for just a couple of minutes, but now he's ready to pass out. But while he can swap out his other two teammates and bring Tom in there, likely for, Cerulean or Spen LC, Ark does have to play this next match. If I were him, I'd be holding my breath for just a little bit.
Team Blue, but he's red in the face. Flush with all the blood in his body pumping through his lip muscles. I don't know.
Oh, man. Look at him. He is struggling.
Oh, he's rubbing his throat. I know that feeling, pal.
Yes, absolutely. Those finals yesterday, we had plenty of...
Oh, they've taken the hats away now.
They've taken the hats away. They're ready to get a little bit more serious. Ark is talking up a storm here with his teammates, trying to figure out what's going to happen. It does look like they're swapping out Cerulean for Tom. Or actually, it looks like they're going to be bringing Spen LC out, and Tom's going to be playing with Cerulean and Ark here. Space Station Gaming there is getting ready, though, as well.
They sure are. Headphones on. Locking in their Brawlers. You expect to see any comp changes from Team Red over there? They didn't do so hot in that first game.
Yeah, I was laughing so much at the Chinese at the face of the thing mat covering their face. I don't know what they could have done last time. They might go for a comp to... I mean, really, they just got outplayed that last match. They really did. What ended up happening is Carl was over on their side, and he was able to take out Brawlers, help kind of do that, and then Daryl was able to roll in, grab some gems, and roll right out. They really did just get outplayed. They might keep the same comp. They might swap it out, but I would not be surprised if they kept it. Kutace here, over on Red Team, is being swapped in.
Got to give him a shot at the action. We're still going to see Akil up on stage as well. Akile and Kutace, members of Space Station Gaming, the only org to have two teams here at the Brawl Stars World Finals. Neither of them quite able to make it to the grand finals last night.
I love seeing the Team Nova here playing with Ark here because, Ark is kind of the player that brought them all together. And
yeah, they gave him a shout out when they were taking their victory speech.
It was kind of a little emotional, actually. Ark was really feeling it. But it looks like actually they're going to be playing same comps.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with what they had.
It worked out well.
I didn't notice Spike taking Fertilize very often.
They are actually swapping out Piper for Spike. Yeah, Fertilize actually works very well for Spike right now. Ever since that change to his curveball, it got nerfed recently. And if you're playing Spike right now as a competitive player, you shouldn't actually need that curveball. And so that fertilizer actually adds a little bit more versatility to Spike, so that's why we're seeing that here.
Tom with the crack shot right off the bat, taking a big hit out of coup to ace. Going to be able to grab those first 2 gems from the center. Ooh, but he's going to get it dished back right at him.
Hullet actually swapped from Piper to Spike and is trying to hit Tom over there. He's not quite able to. He's keeping Cerulean back, but Cerulean is using that fancy footwork right there. Tom ends up getting taken out, and Akile is in position to grab them. Is he going to be able to survive this? Daryl, yes, they are able to take Cerulean out, and that means that red team has a very solid advantage. They've got the gem count. They've got the control in the center. This is what they need to come back from that last matchup.
Holding control, but it's not their gem carrier who's got it, and it's going to be Art going for a stab in there. Tries to take down Akile, but he's able to retreat using his super there, that protected pirouette, giving them a little bit of a damage reduction. We're going to get a few shots from Arc, trying to take out one of these brawlers over the left side. They only need one more shot.
Oh,
with a boomerang, cannot get the job done.
Blue team is doing the best that they can. 1-8. Cerulean really needs to get in there, get a kill on either Akile or Coup to Ace. He goes in there, but he is facing against 3 brawlers, so he decides to fall back. Hullet getting some value out of that fertilized star power once again, and blue team does have slight control over the center.
One shot on Akile could turn the tide of the whole game right now. Can Tom get it in?
He grabs that 1 gem and falls back with that super. That's all they need to try and prevent the red team from actually getting the countdown. Akile goes in there, and Cerulean rolls in there, but Akile uses his super to escape. He's got 8 gems. They just need to get that 1 kill. Arc goes in there with his super. Is he able to take him out? They're able to do it. Cerulean uses his super to get away, but it was not quite enough. He grabbed some gems. Probably not as much as he was hoping for, but that was the safe move that they needed to, and now they are a 6-8 matchup between the two, with red team gaining control and kind of bringing that back up here. It's a little bit closer now.
Team blue for the equalizer. Remember, they are ahead of this set right now. If they pick up the win right here, it's going to be a match point. Tom is going to try to get a shot in there at Akile, but they've got the countdown going now. Akile is pinned against the wall. Tom is forced back. This is going to be a forced reset of the countdown as Arc gets another kill, steals the gems, and retreats back. Blue team only needs 1 more. Red team only needs 1 more. Who's going to get it?
It looks like red team grabs that last gem, but it looks Cerulean over there dealing some damage to Piper. Is he able to take him out? No, Coup to Ace is able to stop that. If Tom can pick up that gem, that's all they need to stop that countdown. It is 10-10. Whoever grabs the next gem or the kill gets that countdown. And it looks like blue team is, but Coup to Ace gets even more. This is so back and forth. No team can get a solid enough foothold to get the victory here. It is 11-2, and red team has solid control, but another kill. Cerulean grabs the gem, stops the countdown. It is 12-12, and both teams are right near the center. Aquile's able to grab that. Is it enough?
Ooh,
they're able to get the kill from Tom.
Deleted.
And Arc goes in.
For the
These times they're able to grab
all of the gems.
Look at that play. Those supers from Arc were on point every single time. Red team has to kill Arc in order to make this happen, and with 3 seconds left to do it, I don't think they're able to, but Arc goes in for a BM final spin and
Stocked up like a jewelry
victory.
shop. 18 gems for Arc, the leader of this Nova squad, and blue team have won the match.
Take a look at that. They are smug. They proved that they were the champions in the finals yesterday, and here they are. They didn't need to prove it, but they did prove it just again. A 2-0 stomp against red team. Let's go ahead and see what prizes they're getting here.
Yeah, crack open the rest of these boxes and see what's inside. Is it trash or is it treasure? He's got... Ooh, what is that?
Looks
Are
like
those some
treasure.
headphones?
Is that
It's a
long
speaker, I think.
speaker?
Take a close look at JBL.
Yeah.
Some JBL speakers, very nice.
That's very nice. And as for the trash prize, is that a magnet?
I guess he's going to be pulling some more trash in. Yeah, he didn't get a very nice present there, but
congratulations. You got trash, and that's
I hope that
be...
magnet wasn't sitting next to any electronic goods over there. That might have ruined
that's exactly right. But man, that means that blue team actually takes the victory right here. The last, it did not have to go all the way up to that last match, and we're going to actually end that up there. Your favorite content creators, 8 of those players from around the world that you know, that you love, playing with 8 of the best teams in the world. In fact, the 8 best teams in the world.
That's right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in this week. And we've had the Brawl Stars World Finals finally crown Nova Esports as the #1 team in the world. And now today, the Invitational has come to an end, a victory for Team Blue. We're going to get a chance to see all of our teams line up on stage once again to appreciate the work that these influencers have brought to Busan, Korea. We hope that you'll go check out their channels when you get a chance after this broadcast, and stay tuned for more amazing Brawl Stars content. The action will resume on this channel just as soon as we get word on when Brawl Stars 2020 is going live.
Yes.
Which should only be in a few months, right, Kairos?
Hopefully. I don't know. We've got open competition, monthly finals, and a global championship is how it's going to play for 2020. I cannot wait to see some more details. I was talking to some of the developers last night after the championship. I asked for some sneak peeks, and they didn't give any to me.
Oh. Well, I know Supercell has a habit of making prize pools even bigger every year after year. So $250,000 this year could be even better.
Maybe
next
double
year.
it?
Could be.
I don't know. We can't promise anything. But
keep your eye out.
We just put some pressure on them.
Yeah, we sure will. And I'm certain that it's going to help if you guys do too. If you liked the show this past weekend, please do let us know on all the social media channels. You can hit them up over on the Twitter and the Instagram and in other places. Oh my God. They took these off after the very first battle was done, but I can definitely see how this paper could be a big distraction. Kairos, do you think you could play with that on your head?
It'd be pretty hard for me to cast and play. This would be tricky if my phone was right there.
Would you be able to? No.
Hello, phone.
Please don't hurt yourself,
I'm
sir.
so excited. Oh, that is so great there. I love it. I love it. Ark was really red in the face for that. And I got to say, that last match, Ark was on point with those Carl supers. Whenever he needed to be ready to go in there, go grab those gems, take somebody out. He did such a good job with that. Carl right now, guys, is, I would say, Carl and Daryl, MVP brawlers for this entire championship. We saw Carl and Daryl over and over and over again. If you guys aren't playing them, go home and play them. You're probably home already. But pull up the phone. Not yet. We're still streaming right here, but as soon as we're done, you're going to play some Carl and Daryl, guys.
That's right. And maybe if I were to give out some second mentions, it would be to Piper and Rosa.
Yes.
Some long-range brawlers who work particularly well whenever you've got a big open space like Piper has often in gym grab maps and bounty. And then Rosa just smashing through in both heist and Brawl Ball, I think, would be two of her best game modes.
Absolutely. She did such a good job. The fact that she got that recent health boost was just exactly what Rosa needed to be, and with really dominant.
Plant life star power that keeps her alive even longer.
Yeah, and then Piper, despite being nerfed, was one of the most played, just like you said, such a solid brawler. It wasn't a huge nerf. It was just enough to kind of tone her down a little bit because she was
already hot enough.
She's also really strong. Oh, sugar. I can't remember the lines that she says because I'm on stream. Yeah, that's what happens.
When you're in the hot seat, it's always much more difficult, folks. You would understand if you made it to the World Finals here and got up on stage with some of the best teams in the world.
Which is really exciting. And this stream today has been a lot of fun where we do have those 8 content creators. Let me know, put in the chat which content creator you were supporting, which team you were supporting.
Yeah, I think we're closing it out. Hey, Lex, you want to come on up? We'll bring Lex back up just to say goodbye and close the stream out. But it's been a pleasure casting with you this past week in Kairos. I really enjoyed our trip here to Korea. Come on up. I think we're going to be throwing it to the stage soon, so I just wanted to give you another chance to come back on. Lex and Kairos, amazing content creators and fantastic co-casters.
It's been amazing here in Korea, and be sure to use code LEX.
Nice little shout out there.
That's right. Code LEX, code Kairos, code
on
any
Brawl
of these
Stars
brawlers,
and
content
Clash
creators.
of Clans.
Really though, no matter what you do, use code somebody. Support your favorite content creator in the Brawl Stars shop. It's a great way to help.
What's your code?
Code Kairos.
Code Kairos. Yep. Nice and simple. K-A-I-R-O-S.
That's right. Spelled it out.
And everyone knows how to spell
For
Lex.
all the people that don't know how to spell Lex, Code Kairos. You probably have a code as well, right?
Yeah, it's Woody.
Okay, there you go. Whoever
Easy.
you want to support.
There you
But
go.
really, though, we really do appreciate you guys watching this stream. It's a big blast here, and you're sharing my love.
I'm telling them to support you guys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just here for the red bean buns and the bulgogi. and
Delicious food
Yeah.
here in Korea. If you guys haven't had some Korean food, we've had some fantastic stuff.
Yep.
Absolutely. So right now we're just kind of waiting for the players to come back out. We can give them one last look and see what awards they got. Maybe even see some of those prizes. I don't know. We'll see.
Tell me, what was your favorite challenge that we saw today? Never mind. Let's go do the award ceremony instead. We're going to be tossing it down to the stage. Thanks very much for tuning in once again. Hope y'all had a great day today, and we'll see you around again soon.
Very soon. Just staring at the camera.
And I think it went really well. We'll just pretend like it's done now.
That's right. Very soon. I'm just going to smile. Hello and welcome
Smile
to Brawl
and
Stars.
wave, boy.
Smile and wave. It's Kairos time ticking by, and we will see you in the next episode. Alexa's throwing his shout out at the end too. Oh man. Let us know, guys, who you want to support.
Just going to swing that mic back down. Hey,
We're
production.
back.
Production, you want to tell me any jokes that I can share with the crowd?
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. All right, there we go.
네, 전 세계가 사랑하는 인플루언서와 함께했습니다. 브롤스타즈 인비테이셔널 이제 모든 순서를 마감할 시간입니다.
Yes, with an exciting time with our global 8 influencers, but it's time to close the show.
굉장히 치열한 경기가 펼쳐졌습니다. 우리가 예상하는 것보다 훨씬 더 치열한 경기가 펼쳐지면서 경기 결과 4대2로 팀 블루가 승리를 따냈죠.
Yes, the match was even more competitive, and with the score of 4-2, the winner was the blue team.
다시 한번 박수 함께 축하해 주십시오.
Congratulations.
그러면 이 멋진 경기를 함께 해주시는 우리 인플루언서 여러분들과 함께 계속해서 시상식을 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다.
Yes, now we are going to have commence the award ceremony.
자, 브롤스타즈 인비테이셔널 2019 굉장한 페널티 속에서도 멋진 팀워크와 함께 경기를 펼친 선수와 함께 만나봤는데요. 승리를 이끌어낸 팀 다시 한번 박수 함께 만나보시죠.
Yes, even with those unbelievable penalties, the winner is...
박수 함께 축하해주시죠. 팀 블루입니다. 축하합니다.
Please give a big round of applause.
네, 계속해서 시상을 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다. 승리한 팀에게는 상패가 주어지겠는데요. 상패 어디 있지요? 네.
Yes, for winning team, we're going to give a trophy.
모두에게 드리고 싶습니다만 이건 승리팀에게만 주어지는 특별한 상이기 때문에 이 네 분에게는 정말 희귀 레어 레전드 템이 되겠지요. 네. 아무나 가질 수 없는 전 세계 only for 상패가 주어지게 되겠습니다.
Congratulations once again.
네, 다시 한번 박수 함께 축하해 주시죠. 네, 고맙습니다. 정말 상패를 받을 만한 최고의 플레이를 펼쳐줬던 것 같습니다. 네 분의 표정이 소세드해요. 소세드해서 사실은 이렇게 마무리 짓으면 안 될 것 같다는 생각이 들어서 사실 하나 더 준비했습니다.
Yes, guys, do not feel so sad. We have 4 more gifts for all the influencers.
전 세계
Yeah.
딱 8개만 있는 특별한 상품을 준비를 해봤습니다. 이거만으로도 네, 굉장히 탐나는데 이미 열어보셨군요. 안쪽에 뭐가 있거든요.
There's something inside the box.
그렇습니다. 전 세계에 딱 8개만 있는 특별한 선물 반지를 저희가 한번 준비를 해봤습니다. 네.
Shall
마음에
we open
드시나요?
it? Shall we open it?
네. 이렇게. 네. 마음에 드시나요? Are you guys
Like it?
satisfied with it?
Sorry, say again. I missed that.
You're satisfied with it? Are you satisfied with the gifts?
Oh, it's amazing. It's that the little brawl box is so cute, and it's a ring inside, and I have plenty of rings, so one for the collection. Yeah.
뭐 손가락에 비어 있으니까 그 반지 또 껴주시면 될 것 같습니다. 자, 그러면은 양팀 선수들과 좀 이야기를 나눠보는 시간을 저희가 한번 갖도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 지금 잠깐 얘기를 나눠봤는데 우리 아크와 좀 이야기를 나눠볼 텐데요. 오늘 그 다양한 또 페널티와 함께하면서 경기를 펼쳤는데 어떻습니까? 오늘 그 한국에서 경기를 펼친 소감 한 말씀 부탁드릴게요.
So, how is it like to play the games here in Korea?
Esports so far. Every player here can leave with their head held high. It's just been a pleasure to watch. And I think it's fair to say the future of esports is incredibly exciting from what we've seen.
네, 모든 게임이 정말 재밌었고 앞으로도 계속 기대가 된다고 합니다.
오늘 사실 그 아크하고 이야기를 좀 해보고 싶었던 것 중에 하나가 워낙 그 페널티적인 측면에서 굉장히 힘든 것들을 많이 했는데 오늘 했던 페널티 중에서 가장 힘든 게 뭔지가 좀 궁금하거든요.
Yes, we had a lot of penalties today. Which one was most difficult?
Oh, it was absolutely mine. Having that cone around my face restricted the view beyond anything you can imagine. I'm pretty sure that I did nothing the entire game, but you know, my teammates they're pretty good. They sort of carried me in that game, and then later on we had that moment when Cerulean got 7 deaths in bounty, but we'll talk about that one later. No, it was really challenging. But all of them were very creative and fun.
그 얼굴에 그 콘을 쓰고 진행했던 게 가장 힘들었다고 하는데 뒤에 초반에는 아무것도 하지 못했대요.
그러니까요.
그런데 뒤로 갈수록 괜찮았다고 얘기를 합니다.
그래서 특별히 아크에겐 집에 갈 때 그 콘을 선물로 드리도록 하겠습니다.
So especially we're going to give you that corn.
콘,
Yes.
party hand.
Do some
Yeah.
practice. You need to do some practice at home.
A special gift for you. Okay? Yeah, right. 자, 일단 뭐 아크하고 좀 이야기 좀 나눠봤고요. 옆에 있는 그 테드는 이미 그 박스를 벌써부터 파괴를 하고 있어가지고 살짝 망가뜨려 놓았어요. 전 세계 딱 8개 있는 건데 저희가 준비한 건데 어떻습니까? 오늘 함께 하신 소감 한 말씀 먼저
how was it
부탁드릴게요.
like playing today?
일단은 많은 그 한국 분들
Well,
와주셔서
first of all,
좀 감사드리고요.
I'm really thankful to the Korean fans.
감사합니다.
Just
저희
really thankful.
팀은 그 쓰리베어 팀한테 저희가 좀 말을 물어봤어요.
And we asked the Three Bears team.
할 거냐 물어봤는데
And
첫
we asked them
번째는 제가
if we are going to play
재밌게
seriously.
하자고 했고, 첫 번째
At
지니까
first, I said
두
let's just have an
번째는
entertaining
스위스
match,
게임.
and
그래서
later I started to play
GP
seriously.
이기니까 세 번째는 그냥 뭐 편한 거 해보자 해서
In the third match, we just decided to go for just challenge combination, and in the end,
보시는 분들도 재밌게 보시라고.
and I hope the audience really enjoyed it. We enjoyed it as well,
블루 팀이 이겨서 정말 다행입니다.
and I'm just really happy that we won in the end.
이런 얘기였습니다. 네. 오늘 또 브롤스타즈랑 함께하는 이 시간이었는데 같이 인플루언서와 또 함께한 소감 마지막으로 한 말씀 부탁드릴까요?
And how was it like playing with the influencers today? I can't hear anything.
네, 고맙습니다.
Thank you.
뭐 승리팀도 승리팀인데 이번에도 우리 레드 팀도 정말 좋은 장면 많았잖아요. 네.
레드 팀도 한번 만나보겠습니다. Hello, Yamada. Yes. Regardless of the loss, you still enjoy the games, right? How was it? It's all fine. 굉장히 재밌었다고 합니다.
정말 마음에 와닿는 이야기였습니다.
굉장히 재밌었다고 합니다.
네.
옆에도 계속 질문을 해볼게요. Let's move on with the questions. So I also want to ask you, which penalty was most difficult for you?
So I feel the one that you played like with the iPad like these, because first of all you changed completely the way you play the game, but I think we are like our team, we tried like to use like the penalties as an advantage, and we like won like all penalties, and it was like pretty enjoyable. I really liked it, and I think we have like so much to be proud of because we fought till the end. We fought as a team, and I'm so proud of this guy. Thank you.
그 이렇게 핸드폰을 옆으로 넘겨서 진행했던 게 가장 어려웠다고 하는데요. 하지만 마지막 가장 중요한 것은 그럼에도 불구하고 잘 해낸 우리 4명의 팀이 너무 자랑스럽다고 합니다.
아, 그렇습니다. 이 8명의 인플루언서 모두 여러분 다시 한번 박수 부탁드릴까요? 네. 감사합니다. 저희가 시간 관계상 아쉽게 인터뷰는 여기까지만 하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 최고의 인플루언서와 함께했던 특별한 시간이었죠. 브롤스타즈 인비테이셔널 2019였습니다.
Yes, we had a special time with the world best influencers at this Brawl Stars Invitational 2019.
자, 여러분들과 함께 했었던 그 시간이었습니다. 팬들을 위한 3일간의 시간이었는데 그 어느 때보다 굉장히 뜨거웠던 시간이 됐던 것 같아요.
Yes,
네.
for past 3 days we had so much fun with global world fans and with the influencers as well.
그렇습니다. 특히나 함께해 주신 여러분들이 계셨기 때문에 오늘 이 시간뿐만 아니라 이 3일 동안이 어느 때보다 더 풍성한 시간이 아니었나라는 생각이 들고요.
Yes, but definitely it wouldn't have happened if it were not for you guys here in audiences.
네, 일단 저희는 이제 아쉽게 여기 좀 인사를 드려야 될 것 같은데요. 네.
And unfortunately, it's time to close the show.
자, 뜨거운 사랑과 함께해 주신 여러분께 다시 한번 감사의 말씀드리면서 끝으로 이 단어와 함께 인사드리도록 하겠습니다. Let's Brawl! 여러분 안녕히 계십시오.